Woo!
Woo!
We're alive.
All right. Okay, welcome. Awesome. This is our first ever actual D&D live stream.
Woo! Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah!
All right. So, thank you everyone for supporting us and getting us here to where we are today. This has been a huge project in the making over 2 years. We've put so much time and so much energy, and we have worked with so many amazing people. I cannot stress it enough. We were able to put on the best production possible through the help of all of the people who have loved and have supported us and have been with us through this journey. Um, we want to make sure to thank and credit all of the wonderful creators who have contributed to this project. We want to thank Angela, who is our character artist. She has given all of the art for this game. She has been working with us for a very long time. She is amazing. If you ever need art, please go check her out. We also have our Twitch overlay, courtesy of Arizona Designs, who you can see on Fiverr. Piku Ken also did all of the idling animations you may have seen in some of our visuals and slideshows. You might see that we have an animated intro in the works. So we are still waiting on that, but hopefully once we get all of those assets together, we would love to thank Crystal once we get everything lined up good to go. As well as a voiceover that will be in that intro, courtesy of Leo, and all of the music that you have heard while waiting, as well as everything you will hear in game, comes from our beautiful boy Tom B, who has been our music composer. Something you can all look forward to is that Tom will be creating a album of a compilation of all of the music from our campaign in a single playlist on Spotify that you can listen to relax, study to, or even use in your games. I think that's everything for the creators. Again, we really want to thank everyone. But we're going to get started with introducing that we are the hub. We are a community of tabletop players and D&D players, gamers, nerds, geeks, and everything under the table. Our goal is to create a welcoming community for people who want to come in and join our Discord, hang out, and have a good time. That is the goal of this. We love D&D, and we hope you guys do too since you're watching. We have a lot of amazing goals and milestones coming up, so I'm going to toss it over to some of our players. Let me introduce to you all of us. We're going to start from the left, Mr. Michael, who is playing Van Nuth Cardonal in our games today.
Wow, that is really hard to follow up with. I handle OBS. That's it.
He handles OBS, the uploads, the streaming, the archiving. He is our organizer. Next we have Zelina, who is being played by our wonderful player, Maurice.
Greetings and salutations, everybody.
S. Mo handles all of the, if you want to tell them what you handle.
Yes, I handle merchandise for us, everybody. Stay tuned. Looking to launch the website really May. So stay tuned to our social media and you will find out.
Woo! Next, we have Brehik Moonshield, who you might have heard in our fabulous intro, played by our wonderful friend Xavier.
Woo! Hi, everybody. I am going to be keeping track of the game notes, basically going to be the historian for our adventure. My goal is going to be to drop a good couple of lore videos so you know about the world outside of what we got going on. Also, I will be doing the recaps from Brehik's journal so you can hear my stuffy voice a good couple of more times. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm super excited.
Woo! Then we have our beautiful Earth Genasi Tessera, played by our wonderful friend Anna.
Hi, I'm excited to be here. I handle our social media and all of that fun stuff. So be sure to follow us on Twitch, X, TikTok, and join our Discord, Instagram, all of the fun things. I will also be responsible for posting our videos afterwards. You can find our videos on YouTube or our podcast on Spotify on Thursdays. But if you are impatient and don't want to wait that long, if you support us on Patreon, you will get access to those videos a whole day early on Wednesday. And our Patreon supporters will also get access to our 4-episode prologue, where you can see how we met, how we get introduced, and just a bunch of general kind of stuff with everybody having fun and us kind of figuring out our videoing and all of that great stuff. That drops tomorrow at 9 a.m.
That's early.
It is.
Oh,
Oh no, did we lose Emily?
oh no.
Oh no! Oh god, our first mistake. Oh god.
Hey, you know what? We got it out of the way.
We
Woo,
got it
high
out of the
five,
way.
everybody.
I'm sorry I missed that. Would you mind repeating it?
Stop it.
Anyways, I want to introduce the amazing, astounding, out of this world Muffin, played by our wonderful friend across the ocean, Dylan.
Hi, yeah, I'm the sloth of the group who doesn't have anything at this exact moment, but a lot of plans in the work.
Yes, and that is our entire lineup. Everyone here has worked so hard, and don't you ever say you're the sloth of the group. You are not.
Real sleepy. That's all I am.
Dylan helps in everything else. He is the support and the backbone. So, thank you again for everyone that's here. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. As I move you to the world map. In the vast expanse of the Grand Nation lies the mighty Crouzyan Empire. The Crouzyan Empire has been a powerhouse amongst the nearby nations, pun intended. They are one of the larger empires of the world, holding over 50% of the world's population. The Crouzyan Empire is home to an esteemed monarch family who have been in a consistent war with the Federation of Izarnia. Throughout this war, and as tensions rise, a silent war, unbeknownst to the public, is brewing under the surface. Our story begins. Our camera focuses on a set of heroes, brave and mighty warriors, who stand outside of a burning tavern, on fire, falling apart. The bodies of hobgoblins littered around them, and from the street, a crowd cheers and applauds their great act of service for the small town of Ashen'Tar. As this very eager, almost rambunctious crowd applauds the death of all of these hobgoblins. Our story is set 3 days after that incident. On a very bright, sunny afternoon, the wind has a gentle hush to it as the small coastal city of Ashen'Tar sits. You can hear the distant sound of villagers chatting, the fresh smell of baked goods, and a slight tang of fish from the nearby harbor. A relatively peaceful town following what could otherwise be a pretty rambunctious event. An event that should probably never be talked about again. Cough cough.
Never happened.
Nothing bad ever happened in Ashen'Tar.
There was no war in Bossing Day.
As our heroes would have spent a few days in a downtime, enjoying the sights of the town, it would probably be a little before the mid-afternoon. Let's start with the siblings, Vanuth and Zelina. Where would you be in this town? What would you be doing?
Well, I would get up very early, as I only need to trance for 4 hours, and let my brother sleep in. And I would go off to the potion shop.
What's sleeping? Because we were gonna sleep in that inn that we don't talk about anymore.
That's damn it. That is gonna be the inn that we don't talk about anymore.
I also, when you said where or what are you doing, I was gonna say, don't you mean whom? No, I would probably be.
Damn it.
Just chilling, actually, just walking around the town, checking out the scenery, you know, since things that we don't talk about aren't happening anymore.
Yeah, you definitely can. So let me move your tokens for you. If you were checking out the potion shop, that would be number 9. So that's all the way up here for you, Zelina. And if you are walking around, so I can get everyone's general location before we go into descriptions here. Brehik, where would you be?
Brehik would probably spend his days aiding with the rebuild and or deconstruction of the bad pieces of the tavern that we don't talk about anymore. Probably helping out the people as best as he can, because he does have the advantage of having some extra muscle. He would often wild shape to better aid the common people, and probably in the night he would take long walks, thinking to himself, going over the events that happen at the tavern in which we never talk about.
All right. So yeah, you're assisting in the rebuilding of the tavern. Where would Tess be?
So Tess does probably spend some time just exploring, gathering rocks as she does, hanging out with like Lambert, trying to teach him more stuff. She also would at some point have to go into her vessel to have another fun conversation.
All right.
So.
And Finn, where would you be?
Oh, she's actively dragging Van along. Because, oh god, I'm huge. My guess is we're probably not going to stay in this town too much longer, so she's probably just like asking Van, like, "Oh, what should we grab supply-wise? Do we need tents? Do we need this?" Sort of listing off things as
You're
she's
just like,
heading
"I've
towards the
adopted
general
you."
store.
Yeah, so that makes it easy to go around. We're gonna start with Zelina. Visiting the local potion store. You would see on the front sign, in the located furthest reaches of the town, it looks like an isolated, little alchemist shop made of plaster wood in a wood-framed tower with large windows and branches, tree branches that sort of connect the structure together. Right at the entrance of this shop, you would see what looks like a taxidermied bear near the entrance. And a bookcase right on the inside window filled with these fancy, colorful vials. You would see the charming title, Prismatic Potions, on the top.
Well, of course, I walk in.
As you walk in, you would see a man who looks a high elf, essentially. You'd see, if I can pull up his thing here. More darker skinned and a bit lean. He's a relatively plain man. He wears these suspenders and gray work pants, light blue shirt, heavy gray leather apron, with very white, jaggedly cut hair. And you would notice he is missing an eye and looks severely sunburned on the right side of his face. Probably from helping out with the rebuilding of the inn that most of the town seems to be taking shifts in to restore. Walking in, he'd be greeted as this man would give you a nod. He'd say, "Welcome. What can I get for you?"
Oh dear God. Yes, can I just buy some potions? As Zelina kind of has her head tilted down, not trying to make eye contact with this man.
Yeah. So all of the things you see on this screen are specials. So, aside from the typical supplies that a potion store would have, these would be the potions that they have for sale and or are excluded from the player's handbook.
Can I just jump in and say, what a great deal that potion of healing is?
I know, right? It's a whole coin less.
What a guy, like, woo!
Well, I walk over and put 149 gold on the table and I take all 3 potions and leave. Not making eye contact whatsoever.
He's not going to argue with money. As you put the money on the counter, he takes it and you take your leave back into the town.
And once I get outside, Zelina just goes, oh my gosh, whew. I cannot believe how ugly he was, really. My beauty. Whew. Oh Lord Jesus, help me.
Hey,
And then
I
she
have a
just
question.
walks away.
What does Selena look like?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my god, I'm horrible.
Also,
Yes.
When was the last time she had sensitivity training?
I tried to say something in this.
Well, for those who don't know out there in the audience, Zelina is a Eladrin. But not just, your normal Eladrin, of course. She is of Autumn. To where she's, got amber hair. Very, very, I should say, sexy body. Just gotta throw that out there.
Of course, the most important part.
Exactly. She stands about 5'7". But yes, it's very, as you can see, all about her beauty and her looks, and you'll find out more later on.
Yeah, perfect. So you have the beautiful Zelina, who heads back into the town of Ashen'Tar. You would probably see Zelina as you're walking away from the tavern. As we go to Muffin and Van. If you would like to describe yourselves, we'll start with Muffin and then go to Van.
Yeah, you see this quite adorable, modest 5'2" tiefling who is currently carrying probably just a full backpack of various things we've picked up through shopping, and she's just pointing at other things like, "Do we need that? Do we need that? Oh, we might need that." She has quite a petite frame, but her arms are pretty bulky and muscly. Same with her legs. Long, fiery ginger hair, emerald eyes, just always peering at various things. She's very much like a excitable dog, hearing noises and staring at them. Yeah, she freckles. The most unique thing about her is probably her attire, which is a sort of a blend of fantasy punk and a bit of I can't say the word, monk attire, basically. And I just want to end it by saying I'm so sorry to everyone who will get offended by my accent, or whatever that is.
Your accent is amazing.
It's something.
It is something.
It is amazing. I love Muffin.
And then Van, if you want to describe yourself, and you're the obvious fan favorite that got you over 100 likes on TikTok.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Speaking of dogs, since that is what everyone is here for, I'll start with him. There is, walking next to Van, a very large, gruff wolf with, I think the term is heterochromia eyes, with one scar over his right eye. What's the best way to look at this? I don't know how to describe him in non-anime terms. That's strange. Let's just say he is a very chill, but easily irritatable when it comes to Van. Animal companion. Vanuth Caerdonal, also known as Van, is a spring Eladrin ranger with long, flowing brown hair, as well as a long, flowing cloak made of green leaves. As per the art, I know it's hard to see, but his right arm is a prosthetic arm made of stone. Let's see. He wears your typical leather armor, but he has a lot more green on him. And if you're playing a game of Spot the Main Characters, well, you found one of us.
Yes, you definitely do stand out in the world of mortals. And yes, I got Drizzle's handout together for you.
Yes, and did you want to show the handouts of everyone else as well?
I will when I have them.
Ah. Well.
I do not have them on my person, but I will get them together for you guys.
Speaking of Muffin, talking about needing things, Vanuth looks like he's walking through a Sam's Club or a Costco getting free samples. Just kind of tasting the local delicacies as you are repeatedly asking if we need things, and he is answering you honestly. But he would probably say, well, you only really need that one if you're planning on going fishing, which you might. That one is more of... He takes it, puts it back. No, probably not for you. You mentioned a tent. Well, I haven't necessarily used one frequently, but I could. If you want to buy a tent, I believe they sell them.
Oh, well, I've been trained to sort of handle myself in any area, so usually I actually like to spend time in tents rather than inns, because I, don't have to spend the money then.
Well, I sleep under trees, so hey, to each their own.
Very true, very true. Yeah, I guess we're heading towards the general store, if that also has a thingy.
It does. Heading into the general store, as we decided to start with a shopping session, and I love it. I'm here for it.
I already bought most of it, it's fine.
Yep. As you enter and would see stationed in what looks like a major crossroads of this city, the street outside has a few day drinkers sort of milling about. Again, a lot of this town is focused on rebuilding, so people are getting their drinks from the grocery store rather than the bar, metaphorically. You would see an orange shingled roof with a small little pond in the center, like one of those very old style ponds with the bamboo water spout.
Yes.
And you'd walking in, very warm environment, little braziers kind of lining the walls, and a lot of very kooky crap on the walls to explain. It's like when you go to a what's it called, Golden Corral, and they just have a random shovel on the wall, just really random trinkets just all over the walls.
Do you mean Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel. What did I say? Golden Corral.
Yes.
You know what I mean, very thrifty. And you'd see male human, pretty distinguished gentleman. And when I say distinguished, I mean very much your typical merchant. He has this, again, and a lot of these tokens are very generic tokens. I'm not gonna get custom art for every little NPC, but I want you to imagine a man. He has a shaved head, gray eyes, and he seems to just be very vigilant of who comes and goes from his store. And when you walk in, he sort of looks a little annoyed about your presence, but he still acknowledges you with a nod and says, "What can I get you?"
Oh, well.
Robin slams her hands on the thing. Alright, so I need fishing equipment and 2 tents.
What she means to say is 1 tent. I can't buy my own.
Oh, I was thinking for... I don't know if we've actually talked to them about that, but what about Mr. Rehik and Sarah?
Oh, that's what you mean. Well... He kind of thinks for a second. Oh crap, I forgot to put it in dark mode. There. Again. Sorry. He would say, well, it would be a nice gesture. Or do you want to do one of those things where it's like, if they thought about it themselves, they should have done it kind of thing?
But... I like to be helpful, so... You know... She is having an internal debate right now. She's like, you said something and I should probably follow it, but nice.
Well, I guess the best way to put it, are you sharing tents with people? Because I think they're 2-person tents.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask Emily, since I'm quite a short tiefling, would I possibly be able to squeeze?
It would still be a 2-person tent because you do count as medium. But whoever did bunk with you would have a lot of legroom.
Well, I mean, you did say you sleep in tents, in trees, so let's just... I'll just get the 2. someone can stay outside.
And as a reminder for our players and those who are watching, most of the stores that require basic shopping from the player's handbook, I've attached links, and those links lead to all of the stores. So players are welcome to shop and peruse at their own time and spend their money. And it's all conveniently there for them to rifle through. Just,
So there's no
they'll
fishing
let me know what they buy.
rod. There's no fishing rod, but there's a fishing tackle. Should I just grab that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use your quarterstaff, tie like a string to it
Googa.
or something.
Spyglass is 1,000 gold pieces. Oh, famoso.
So,
They give you perception checks.
General, do you think we need to buy any climbing kits or anything like that?
Well, I think we're all pretty adept at it, but I guess that's up to you. I mean, you can never not be too prepared.
Add it to the backpack. I will also buy that.
Alright.
Van is the parent watching the child unsupervised run through the gas station on a road trip with $100.
Yes, because you did get paid from your mission that led to the tavern we don't talk about.
Yeah. I did buy a tent, and that was it.
Oh, you did
Alright.
buy a tent? Okay, so I
Yeah.
won't buy 2 tents.
I mean, you can buy two. If you're buying for other people, it depends.
That's fair. Alright.
Yep.
And I also
Dad
bought
said
a
you could
climbing
buy
kit.
whatever you want. You buy whatever you
did.
want.
I did. Climbing kit. I bought a climbing
Yeah.
kit. I'm a big
Perfect, and-
girl.
As you're finishing up with purchasing goods and adding whatever you need to your inventory, leaving the general store, you would find Zelina coming down the opposite end of the road, and the three of you would meet up there.
Captain, I have acquired a tent for our trips on the road.
Oh, lovely, a tent.
Don't worry about needing to carry it, I've got it.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, I wasn't really going to carry a tent anyways.
I wouldn't even dream of asking, don't worry.
Well,
Much
Zel-
appreciated, friend.
Well, Zelly, you're looking a little green, though. Are you feeling alright?
Oh, brother, it was terrible. Terrible.
Oh no, whatever happened?
Ugliness.
Your own?
Fuck.
Oh, hell no, that's my own, of course. No. I'd rather kill myself if I ever become ugly.
Well, that's rather drastic. Alright.
Oh my god.
Did you at least apologize to them?
Well, I gave them gold. Does that count as an apology?
Not for being
Did you
rude,
use-
depending on the person.
Did you use the gold for services?
Well, yes, I wouldn't pay the man, of course, for his potions, but then I took off running because the sight was just terrible. Let's just put it like that.
I don't think that really counts as an apology, but...
I look at Finn, look at Zelina. We are really going to have to work on your people skills, aren't we? You can't treat...
I think Captain is perfect the way she is.
Well, you can't treat ugly people like the plague. They're still people.
Actually, I can, brother.
What, are you
Ugly
afraid you're
people
going...
stay far away.
Or are you afraid you're going to catch it?
Oh, don't joke around like that, brother.
I look at Drizzle. Look at Selena. He just sighs, and will continue following wherever they go.
Alright, perfect. Moving over, to Tessera.
Oh,
If you would be so kind as to describe your character.
of course. So, at first glance, Tessera might look human, but upon closer look, you see her Earth Genasi traits showing through these spots of stone that are almost mosaic-like on just different parts of her body, kind of across her cheeks, spots on her arms and legs, things like that. She is about 5'4". She has longer, loose, curly brown hair, and hazel eyes, things of that nature. She is probably just kind of wandering around, like getting the lay of the town. And every so often, we'll see like a rock or something else you find interesting, and will kind of get slightly distracted.
Yes, as you are picking through rocks on the side of the road, you would see little Lambert, this very, very small, about 1 foot tall earth elemental that is just a pile of rocks stacked on top of each other, will run over and present a rock to you like a child, like, look, here's my toy, right? So he like presents this little rock up to you.
Wonderful find, Lambert. That will go wonderfully. She'll hold out her bag for Lambert to put it in.
All the homies love Lambert.
That is my son.
Your son, as the rock just drops into your bag, and he scurries off to go find another one, like, oh, I got praised, let me do it again, and just waddles away to go look for more rocks.
God, I love Lambert.
Not too far, Lambert.
And you would probably see Van, Muffin, and Zelina coming down the road, and you would see little Lambert kind of run up to a rock that's near Van's foot, and would like do like the thing with a child where he just like baps on the leg until Van lifts his leg, picks up the rock, runs it back to Tessera.
Very. So she'll still like look up at Vance and be like, sorry, we're working on saying excuse me.
Have you started teaching him language yet?
She's like, we've been trying, Lambert.
Do you look at him expectantly to talk?
She's probably not going to, but she'll be like, come on, can we try?
Just this little stack of rocks stares at you unblinkingly.
With what eyes?
She sighs. You did do nice to find that rock, though. Good job, Lambert. But we are going to work on communication.
Now, Tessera, please do tell me that you haven't spent the past 2 or 3 days looking for rocks around the town.
Well, not only.
Oh, right, you were trying to steal a dagger or something. The gemstone on it. Or did you actually end up buying it?
He sold it to me.
Interesting. Alright. Well, looks like we all get what we want. Oh, by the way, I thought I should ask your opinion because this was a topic of conversation not too long ago. What's your opinion on ugly people?
That's a conversation to just jump into. Jesus Christ.
Ugly people.
Well, yeah, see, my dear sister here, Zelina, treats them like the plague, and I think it's kind of rude, but we are having a disagreement on it.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you go about it. finding someone unattractive in general might not be rude. It depends on how you act because of it, I suppose.
I look at Zelina.
She's whistling, not paying attention.
Well, like I said, does treating them like the plague count as rude?
Probably.
Oh, well, there's 2 versus 1 with 1 undecided. Maybe we should ask Brehik.
Brother, it doesn't really matter what they think. It matters what I think. I don't want to be around ugliness. Therefore, I don't become ugly.
I mean, wouldn't that be subjective, though?
Whether it's subjective or not, if I think you're ugly, then I don't want to be around you.
Wait, hold on. I pick up Lambert. Is he ugly?
Do not insinuate that Lambert is ugly.
No, I'm asking. Is he ugly to you?
No, he's actually just quite fine how he is.
Alright, I've set him down.
It's like, you know when you hold a dog over like a swimming pool and their legs are doing like the doggy paddle? Like you pick up Lambert as he's like running off to get a rock and his legs are still going in the air.
Lambert prefers to be on the ground.
Well, he's on it now.
Future reference.
Yeah, and making your way around to this inn, Brehik, if you would like to describe yourself.
Oh no. Yes. So, he is about a 3 foot nothing. He is a deep gnome. So, this color of his skin is more of like a space green or gray, but he has a peculiarly shiny nose. He does kind of wear a jacket that looks maybe a little bit too big for him, but it does suit him nicely, as you would see him walking around constantly with a smile on his face, and awkwardly enough, if you ever see, he does carry a stick with a marshmallow at all times at the end of it.
Yes. Amazing. You would be working at the inn. Oh no, we did lose Dylan. I thought I heard someone be Dylan will be
his
back.
mic is
Probably
doing a thing.
technical. But yeah, you would be at the inn. Mostly hauling lumber, helping with rebuilding the pieces that had gotten damaged in the fire. You would probably be working with Mara, who is the captain of the guard here in Ashen'Tar, on the rebuilding process, along with a few other guards, maybe the guards you would have spoken to earlier in the week.
Yeah, just going around asking where I can help. If they need something big moved or taken care of, I would use, because my boy is a druid, I have the ability to wild shape. So I would do so if it, meant helping or picking up a load that makes it lighter for someone else.
All right.
And you said the others are approaching, right?
Yes, you would see them approaching.
Probably sitting on like a stack of lumber or something with a cinnamon roll, cartoonishly having the steam coming off of it. Oh, friends! He'll wave and then get up and then waddle his way over to his buddies.
Oh, well, nice to see you're keeping busy. Wait, he turns around, Muffin's not there. Hears a sound, Muffin is there.
Oh, sorry. I was just
looking at things. I got real distracted.
You are light on your feet.
Real sneaky.
Oh,
How are you all enjoying the town yourselves?
it's quite interesting.
Lots of work to be done around here.
Yes, I actually got quite worried earlier when I walked by the potion shop and I saw a taxidermied bear, and I thought it was you for just a second, but then I realized it wasn't.
Vern, you remember my fur is grey when I turn into a bear, right? you remember this, right?
What? I know. Eh?
Ah, okay.
Anyways, this is for you and you. He will hand Finn and Brehik a chef treat.
For me?
Yes, eat it if needed.
He will give your leg a hug. And then he would look at his cinnamon roll and break off a piece for you and Muffin.
Oh, thank you.
It's very good. I used my secret blend of cinnamon. And he looks left and he looks right. And then he leans forward and says, and vanilla extract. Very good.
Isn't vanilla extract made from... Never mind. Yes. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
It's
I
gonna
realized.
like tug. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I looked at Twitch briefly, and I realized that we do have the character art, and I've been watching Mike pull them all off for people.
Yeah.
And I felt so called out.
Mike,
I thought I
the
never
real
did it.
MVP.
But yes, I also realized because we have artwork now of your bear. If you want to, if I can show it, Brehik.
Yeah!
Angela did a pro bono of the bear.
It looks so good.
Bear.
The bear in question.
He looks as
Yeah.
grumpy as Trestle does.
Now imagine that, but with big saucer eyes and a huge smile. Almost
Yep.
always.
Yeah, Muffin's
Oh,
gonna tug on Van's arm to just sort of bring him down to her level.
Yes.
Is vanilla extract a secret?
No, not really, but he can dream.
Alright, cool.
All right, Van. For the audience and for a reminder of our players, would you like to share what your treats do?
Yes, I will. I don't know what I was gonna say there. I have the chef feat, which allows me to cook things. Shocker. But those things do special things. Once per short rest, I can give 4 plus my proficiency, which is 2 at the moment, so 6 people, a bonus to regaining hit points on a short rest if they spend a hit die. The treats I specifically gave them, give them, I believe it is 2 temporary hit points right now for 8 hours. Wait, no, the treats last for 8 hours, the temp hit points last for longer. And that is currently in the possession of Finn and Brehik.
Can I
And you
ask
said
what the
they-
treats look like?
This one is probably some trail mix.
Yeah.
You said it's good for how long? 24
So-
hours, right?
So eating it, it'll last until your next long rest, or they go away. The treat itself, without eating it, lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
So if you don't eat
So
it within
like
8
8 hours.
hours, yeah. So you
How
don't have
much,
to eat it right away, but if you don't eat it in 8 hours, it goes away.
Gotcha.
All right.
And how much temp HP was it again, sorry?
2.
Gotcha.
Down the road, as you guys are sort of discussing amongst yourselves, having had a few days, you would hear what sounds like a man running who shouldn't be running, like he sounds out of breath.
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's me in real life.
Shut up,
As
you're
you would
swole.
see this tabaxi
Yeah.
noble merchant who you had met in a situation we don't talk about.
Well, in a tavern we don't talk about.
No.
My boy.
To describe them, if I can. Oh, because I'm at the wrong. That's why I was looking at the wrong town. Yeah. So it's a tall, lean male tabaxi. Looks like in his late 30s. Holds this commanding presence when he's around other people. His colored fineries, particularly his preference for bright purple attire, makes him stand out in a crowd, so you see him coming down the road at a jog. You see his fur is cut close, hazel eyes. He has this combination of elegance and practicality, and I will show his art for everyone here again. Mr. Hushed Not.
Yeah. Seeing him come down the road, I am waving.
Waiting for Twitch just to be like, oh no, he's hot.
He's a single dad, ladies. That's all you need to know.
It's the eyebrows. When you put eyebrows on an animal,
Oh.
it makes it worse.
Roll 34, huh?
Everybody's
No,
next to
dude,
me out.
look up the spirit horse. You take the eyebrows off of spirit, he looks like a normal horse. You put the eyebrows on spirit, you question yourself. It's an issue.
Alright, before we go too dark into your past here,
Mr. Knot!
Yes, you see this man, he runs up, he's bent over, hands on his knees, breathing heavily, just, panting. He's like, oh good. I got you before you, I heard rumors from the guild that you were leaving town, and I wanted to make sure I called you before you left.
Wait, did you run from the guild to here?
Well, yes, I thought you were planning to leave.
That's not even that far of a distance.
Do not judge me, I've had a very long week.
yes, that was a total of 30 feet.
Bad.
It's not.
Mr. Knot, 10 minutes a day keeps... you know what, never mind. Hi, Mr. Knot, how are you doing today? What news do you bring?
I do realize how you got captured at this point.
I nudge your knee, because I'm too small.
Well, I never said I was athletic. I'm a merchant. That's the difference.
You could be both.
Anyways,
Anna?
Dad, stop!
What were you trying to
What
say?
is going on, Mr. Knot?
I wanted to hire you. Now I'm questioning it. Whew.
No, we're just jesting. We do that with our friends. Look over at Van, look back at him. Please, what is it you're looking to hire us for?
Well, considering the recent incident with the hobgoblins, I do not find myself wanting to travel on the road again without some sort of security. I have a caravan of goods that I need to escort over to East Hollow, and you're looking for work. I figured, why not? I'll pay you to escort me and my goods safely to the next town over.
I mean, I look at you guys and say, that doesn't sound so difficult.
Well, how much, how long, how much damage is allotted, and is your daughter coming?
Misty is going to be staying with Sierra for a few days.
Wow, you're ditching your daughter after only coming back to her and kind of messed up, man.
I nudge you too. Muffin, we need to. Sorry. Sidebar. Real quick. I pull you guys. We need to talk about.
As you go to pull them into a huddle, you count the people. You're like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and me. And then you're like, wait, 6, and you look, and you see little Misty just kind of standing there, like, in the group huddle, like, hello, I'm a part of this now.
What do you think about this, Misty?
This very short, tabaxi child, who looks like a little older, like in, pre-teens era, with a big bowler hat and a mace at her side.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
The weapon.
Two things. First, Muffin. He has to make his money back after we sold him his inventory, remember?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I was just thinking, he was kidnapped for a couple days. His daughter was distraught, and now he's going on another trip.
Well,
Yeah,
that
but
does...
that you could.
He still does have to work, and he is trying to take precaution.
Eh.
There are better ways to say these things and softer ways. Etiquettes.
Actually,
That's
this does...
very important.
This does bring me to my next question. Sorry, Brihik, this is very important. Misty, I couldn't help but notice, and I hope this is not rude whatsoever, but I am curious as to why you only have 4 fingers on your hands.
You can't just ask someone why they have 4 fingers.
Well, I don't want to be rude and point it out, so I figured I should ask in case I run into it in the future.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
His face is red. Just beet red.
She has 5 fingers. I don't know. I didn't even notice you like that more.
I had to check because Hushed has 5 fingers and she has 4. So I was very curious.
She has 5 fingers. Her art is perfect.
Alright, then he doesn't say that.
Pen's game of kickball. Shit happened.
But she, standing in this huddle, she says, "Oh, don't worry about me. Dad leaves all the time, and he goes on, he goes, like, in his caravan to a bunch of nearby towns, and he's usually back within a week." Alright.
Oh, that's right. You did say that, huh?
She's like, "I'm used to this. I love it. I get to be by myself."
No adults.
No adults. Party.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's going to be a couple of days, and how much? I look back to him. How much gold did you say it was going to be again?
He kind of clears his throat a bit. As I have to look up the gold real quick. Frantically starts looking up my notes.
I just realized poor Brihik is going to be the HR rep in our.
It depends on the situation.
There is no HR rep in our group.
There is now. God damn it! You ruffians.
He would say, well, unfortunately, since I still have to make money, I can do about 100 gold each.
No, that
Unfortunate,
works.
huh? Yeah.
He says that so, like, sarcastically. Like, you sold me my inventory.
He agreed to it.
I know he did, but there's a little bit of, like, a,
Look, it was a price to pay to save you from being kidnapped.
It was, and he accepted it. He doesn't have to be completely happy about it.
Well, I agree to it. When you will leave. The rest of them, though, you'll have to convince them.
Yeah, I was going to ask, Captain, do you have any preference?
Well, quite frankly, Muffin, we can leave right now.
I adjust my bag, ready and waiting.
Well, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't have to get on the road. To Sarah, there would more than likely be nicer rocks on the road as well.
Also, to
Good
Sarah,
point.
if you think about it this way, gold is just a mineral. It is a metal. So it's technically a rock.
Damn. Damn.
This is how you convince Tess to go along with things.
General, I wouldn't give her any ideas. She might take gold from people next.
Well, she
I
did
would
try
not.
to steal a dagger.
Okay.
Wait, Tess,
Look.
you don't eat rocks, do you?
Now that's just offensive.
Sorry,
Rocks are
Does-
not for eating, they are for collecting.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
okay.
Does Lambert eat rocks? And have you been starving him if he does?
Oh, Lambert, hey! Pat, pat.
Lambert is perfectly fine, thank you.
I kneel to Lambert and speak in Primordial. Is she feeding you? Blink twice if so, if you need help.
He stares at you unblinkingly.
Well, I guess it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am perfectly fine to come along. I may need to stop off and grab the tent or something.
Well, speaking of that, Muffin here bought
Hello?
everyone tents. And by
Sure
tents,
did.
she means sharing tents.
Oh, that's like, there's space for everyone.
Yeah, they're two-person tents.
Is this
Hmm.
official? Are we like becoming a little bit of a group? Like, are you two joining us as a group? I say to Sarah and Brihik.
I looked to Sarah and I looked back to you guys.
I mean, I suppose if it's okay with you all.
No, Muffin nods to herself, and then, sort of in like a whisper, but like a focused tone. Nicknames. I gotta figure out their titles.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god.
Well, isn't it obvious? To Sarah is Gunnery Sergeant, and Brehik is
I would rather not have a rank, thank you.
Cavalry something something. I can't think of the rest.
No,
of it.
civilian rank Brehik is totally fine.
I look at Brihik. I look down at him, I guess, because he is shorter than me.
Yes, he is
I
3
just,
foot.
just say, Chief. Look to Sarah.
Oh, God.
All right, boss. General, Captain, Boss, Chief. Got it.
Well, if it makes it easier, most of my good friends call me Ree.
Just
He does
Ree?
look a little bit embarrassed. It's
That's a really
I-
cool name, Chief.
my
Chief?
damn it! I wait. That caught me off guard. He's gonna continue. Then he like looks at you. Oh, this is going to be a thing, isn't it?
Well, your full title is Cavalry Chief Ree now, I guess.
Oh,
I prefer just Chief Reed.
oh, pudding. You know, it, hey, Mr. Knott, do you have any jobs locally? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're all wonderful and fine and well.
I think Chief's trying to abandon us, boss. I say, nudging to Sarah.
No, you really don't have to call me that.
What, boss?
No, sorry, you forgot the part. Rock Boss.
Oh, I like that.
Rock?
What about Rock Mother or Rock Queen?
Oh, don't go putting it in her head that way.
Goodness.
I'm just waiting for Tessera to drop the why I'd never.
As you all are, you're kind of going off amongst yourselves. At one point, little Misty, who was there, got like really misty-eyed because she lost track of the conversation and like wandered off somewhere. Not has a little bit of like a fond smile watching you guys bicker a little bit. Like it might bring back some memories of something.
Ooh.
He used to be an adventurer like us until he took an arrow in the knee.
Which, for those at home, means he got married.
As he'd kind of clear his throat. He'd say, "All right, well, if you're all right with leaving, give us an hour. I'll get my caravan and we'll meet at the front gate."
Oh, yes. This front gate that we're standing by, or the one over there with the stuffed bear?
This one here.
All right.
That poor stuffed bear. Mr. Knott, do you need a hand in gathering your equipment? It might make it a little bit faster.
Also, do you need somebody to officially go sign the paperwork at the GGC?
We'll sign it upon completion.
S- So is that a no when needing help, or yes, or...
I don't
Oh,
know.
hello?
Emily freaking died.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was that to me or was that the van?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
to
was
you.
to you. That was to Misty. I mean, not Misty.
Hushed.
Hushed.
Oh God, sorry. What was the question?
You need help. It might make things getting faster, or
Oh,
go faster.
Yeah,
getting your...
no, he's like, yeah, no problem. Come with me.
I will go follow him, and I will shoot eyes back at everybody else, and I will say, ethics and etiquette.
You're walking backwards, doing the like eyes to eyes.
I don't know
Muffin
what you're
does a big
talking
old
about.
salute and says, "You got it, Chief."
No idea what you're
God
talking about.
damn it. I am surrounded by misfits.
You cast spells with a marshmallow on a stick.
I am not a misfit. How dare you?
Oh my goodness.
You
All
know, fifth level ranger brings up a good point. That is terrible business practice. Sign now.
It's not our problem.
yeah, you're right.
All right. So, as Hushed goes to gather his caravan, his cart together, and I'm assuming those of you who need to run to general stores, get last minute things, you would be doing so. We're going to take our 10 to 15 minute break here. It's not gonna be 15, sorry. Our 10-minute break here. Because I think this is a good point, and then we will resume on the road.
Alrighty. I will switch us over. Have fun. We'll be back.
Right.
Alright, so
We
we're
are back from break. Woo! Okay, so, we left off on our break with our players, our heroes of this journey, agreeing to do a job for the merchant Ashen'Tar. Escorting his caravan to the next town of East Hollow. Before the players decide to head off, Zelina, you wanted to go to spot 6.
That is correct, because, Zelina likes to know a new place. She likes to get the surroundings of everything.
Spot 6 is a cafe called Drop on the Vine Tea Room. And it's basically a really fancy tea room that sits on a hill.
Oh god, a tea room.
It's a nice tea room. Specifically, you would see, it looks like a very old style brick house, with reinforced wooden doors and a smooth stone floor. You can smell cured meats and cheeses, kind of wafting just like to the front, like before you even get in the door. You can smell some of the biscuits and treats that they make.
Oh boy. I would grab a cup of tea to go.
Yeah. You go and you come back with some tea.
Oh, hi. Where'd you get that?
Oh, well, then, of course, it was up there on the hilltop there.
This is sort of a bit of metagaming, but would you have, by any chance, told us more about the auction house at all?
She did prior.
Okay, cool.
It was, for those at home who don't know, in our prologue series, when she came back before she performed, she stopped by and she told you guys all about it.
So, while we're waiting, do you think it's worth checking out the auction place? See if they have anything good for our journey?
Well, I have to go have a conversation, but from what my sister said was there, I don't think any of it's useful for me. But feel free.
How often does it change, though?
Week. So it would
Week.
have passed for the week, unfortunately. But it is a mechanic that you'll see in some other towns going forward.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh. Well. Oh, Anna.
Oh,
You're gonna go sign the documents, right? So I'll join you then.
Who is that to?
Who is it?
That was to you, Van. You're gonna sign
Mhm.
the documents, aren't you?
No, I was going to go have a conversation. I think you and Tessera are. Which?
she's like, no, I was actually going to head into my vessel.
Oh, right. And you did it. You waited until Zelina was gone to say that. Interesting.
Exactly. Exactly.
Who gets to bear it this time? You know, I know the most trustworthy of the bunch. Looks at Drizzle.
Orc.
The wolf kind of huffs. Just this very grumpy huff.
He can guard it.
You're gonna get your ring back, and he's just gonna spit it out, and it's
That's
gonna be
what I mean! That's what I mean!
Blah.
Would that really be the best choice?
Yes.
She's like, I mean, it might be easiest if someone was just willing to hold it. I don't mind
I hold my hand out, and as I'm like about to leave,
She looks at Muffin and she's like, if I let you, like, take it, do not give it
oh, I
to
don't,
Zelina.
I don't like material things, so don't worry, I'll give it back.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Just do not give it to Zelina.
Don't worry, you're one of my new bosses. I can't disobey ya, Rock Queen.
Does that outrank Captain?
What is the rank system?
I don't know. I continue walking.
She'll be like, fine then, and she will hand you the ring.
Mr.
And,
Brehick, do you want to accompany me?
Oh, Rehik is long gone. He went with
Alright,
Hushed.
fair enough. Well, that's where I'm going as well. So, fair enough.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No. I will join up with you.
Alright, so Muffin, you're going to help Brehik, who's helping Hushed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're holding the vessel. Zelina went off to get some coffee. What is Van doing?
I'm gonna have a conversation
Or
with
tea. Sorry.
Drezel.
What does that look like?
So we'll probably get and sit next to, like, probably in this little tree clearing or whatever. And he would use his ranger spell, Speak with Animals.
Oh.
Those outside probably hear him making wolf noises. Uwu, I don't know.
Like grunts and like growling.
God. Oh my god.
Growls, borfs, huffs, that kind of stuff. Sorry. Anyways, and he would look at, just kind of sit there, say to him, "Well, pal, how do you feel about all of this?"
In the deepest, gruffest old man voice. Your dog, your wolf companion would say, "As long as food and shelter is required, I am satisfied."
No issues with the pack getting bigger?
He sort of huffs as if like, how dare you insinuate their pack?
Just raise an eyebrow at him.
Just a very like, they're beneath me. I am amazing.
Mm-hmm. And that makes you the alpha, or are you still playing the lone wolf?
I teamed up with you, did I not?
You did.
Damn.
Fair. Oh well. Guess as long as we both keep doing what we're doing.
And he like, with a huff of satisfaction, will sort of like lay down next to Van. Like, you know how dogs will be like, I want to be alone, but I need some part of my body touching your body.
Uh-huh.
A very gruff front, but you would see his tail kind of wag a little bit, like he's almost excited about going on a walk.
I pat him. Whichever side he's on, he either gets the stone hand or the non-stone hand.
Scritches are scritches. He does not discriminate.
And he will chat. I guess I should have said this for those at home. The spell Speak with Animals lets me speak with animals for 10 minutes. That is all.
Yes. As Muffin goes to help with Brehik with a very nice ring now in her possession, if you want to describe that ring, Tessera.
Yes, so the ring is kind of like a simple band, but it has this like pretty gemstone centered that I kind of imagine it's just one of those gemstones that kind of like catches light in that really pretty way, and it's just like very shiny.
Mm-hmm. It is very shiny as you go into your vessel. If you would like to describe what that looks like inside your vessel.
Yes, so inside Tessa's vessel is kind of just right now it's a simple room. The gemstone on the outside kind of acts as a window that Tessa's kind of able to see out of. So as it's being carried by Muffet, you kind of can see what is going on outside of it. It has kind of a little window seating area, and it also has a what appears to be like a mirror, kind of reflective. And as Tess enters, she takes out the dagger that she had been able to purchase, and she kind of places it like in front of that reflective mirror, and then kind of sits in the window area, kind of expectantly looking at it, and would just kind of say, "All right, I did what you asked. What now?"
As this reflected mirror across from you, you see a reflection, and you see some of the gemstones that decorate this mirror. In the top center is this very brilliant looking garnet. And as you see the gem start to warm up with color, you feel the gem on the back of your neck underneath your very long brown hair start to heat. A sign that he's here. And a gruff, deep voice say, "Not the method I would have chosen. Successful nonetheless."
She's like, it also caused less potential issues.
I never said it was wrong, just not the one I would have done. As in this mirror, your reflection starts to shift and change. And reflecting back at you is a man that you know all too well. A very large set Dowel, an inhabitant of the elemental plane of Earth. Just quick.
He's on screen if you're worried about that.
No, I know he is. I'm trying to find my description of him. Here he is. This physically imposing and solid Dao stands at a very impressive height in this mirror. Body seemingly hewn from the very stone and earth that he commands. His skin resembles polished garnet with deep cracks and crevices that resemble the patterns of like an ancient canyon. His eyes like gleaming gemstones, cold and calculating, and his voice kind of rumbles like distant thunder from a land long ago. Very ancient, very powerful. And he says, "Take the stones from the hilt of the dagger and place them in the mirror's edge, and you would see whether it just appeared or whether you never noticed it. But the edges of the mirror outline into these perfect looking crevices. And seeing this gem encrusted dagger, you could take the gem from the dagger and they would fit perfectly in one of these openings.
He would go, and as she starts to take the stones out of the dagger, she would say, "What were you able to learn from the caves, and how does this help find my mother?"
Deep chuckle. He says, "I have not forgotten about our dear daughter. Your mother is being protected by very powerful magic that I am not strong enough to break through to see. As you get stronger, as I get stronger, I can break through whatever abjuration or divination magic might be protecting this woman. Once I have a location, you'll be the first to know."
As she kind of like frowns, and these stones help with that.
Amongst other things.
As she places the stones in the mirror.
You place the stone in the mirror and you watch as you put the gem in place, the mirror encloses the stone, and almost like it's absorbing it. And you see the glowing garnet cracks over his body heat with this earthly fire for the very soft, very brief before cooling. He says, "Ah, it's a start." Now it's up to you to get stronger.
She'll be like, "Well, we are heading out soon on another job. Hopefully that gives more of something, but no more of that fatherly advice."
Don't die on the road. It'd be a shame for these pawns to get you into some sort of trouble.
Yo, man, go away. I don't like you.
I'm killing your dad, just so you know.
He's like, "Don't speak of them that way."
Just like a rock is a rock, and a bird is a bird. I only call what I see.
Yeah, so I'm killing your dad.
He's like, "Are you calling it like you see it or making unfair assessment?"
He sort of shrugs, little amusement on his face. You best keep up, my dear. I don't want to be left behind now. And you would feel the stone on the back of your neck start to cool, and the mirror reflection changes back to where it is only reflecting you. And you feel his presence no more.
I feel like when she's gone, Tess probably grabs like a little notebook or something she has to quickly like write down some of the stuff he said. Because as she's trying to keep track of like the info on her mother, and then we'll just kind of like sit in the window while she does that, watching for like as they're about to leave, because that's when she'll come out.
Yeah, and I mean it is pretty seamless for Finn and Brehik as we go back outside to the town. Being able to get to the Guild of the Golden Coin, helping Hushed prepare his cart. You would see the cart being pulled by 2 draft horses. I guess I shouldn't even say cart. It's more of like a covered wagon, like think old pioneer type of wagon.
Yeah. So, I look to Muffin doing the good old knee slapping and hand wiping off. I think that means we're probably ready to go. Good talk, Muffin. Uh-oh, I think. My boy's
Dylan.
mic is muted.
He was having mic issues.
Oh, I turned back to see Muffin gone. Oh, hey, well,
Huh? What?
hey,
The accidental turn order.
Not the turn
brought him back.
order.
The accidental turn order. Got him back.
Hi, I'm back.
you pop out of nowhere. I draw a blade. No, I wiped my hands off and I looked to you after we finished up and said, "Well, I think that means we're good to go."
All right. So, you're kind of magically inclined. Do I hold my hand out all day until Tessera shows up? Because, like,
No, I think she will have a way of letting you know. Actually, that is a bit of a peculiar. We'll just play it by ear.
Alright.
This is something beyond my comprehension.
I probably don't want to hold it too high up because she might shoot up into the
Don't-
sky.
Don't hold your arm up at all. Your arm's gonna get tired.
Oh, but what if she, like, combines into me if I don't do anything? Don't I have to do it so she shoots out somewhere?
Muffin, I'm sure. You have to remember, Zelina wore the ring on her finger. Nothing happened to her. I'm sure she has some sort of way of letting you know when she's ready to come out.
Alright, that's a fair point.
I give Muffin a hug. Say, all right, let's get on our way back to our friends. Go meet up with everybody.
Okay.
I'll race you, and I start running.
I run fast, 40 feet.
Yeah, you don't race them.
You know what? Fuck you. I wild shape into a dire wolf. I run.
I action dash.
I action dash too, motherfucker.
I bonus action use a key point to dash.
Oh, fuck you. That's low. Hold on. Now I have to calculate. God damn it. Hold on. If I could go 100 feet.
Dangling from inside the ring.
I hear 100. I go 100 feet. How fast do you go in one round?
All you
I'm
hear,
40, 80, 120.
all you hear inside the freaking ring is just.
Oh, everything's
Yeah,
probably getting
I just
fucked
like,
up.
Are you still waiting for us, man?
Yeah.
It's not so bad with
Yeah,
Selena now,
100%.
is it? At least you're not being thrown around like you're inside of a shaker bottle.
You see 2 dust
Lily,
clouds charging
I stand
towards
by
you.
Zelina lost ring privileges.
Yeah,
What did
you
you
just
say?
see 2 dust clouds charging at you, man.
Yeah. Just watches, very chill, sitting under the tree. Who wins, by the way?
Oh, I do, because I have
Oh,
120.
Vanu
Yeah.
just says, well, it looks like Finn won. Better luck next
I
time.
hold,
Maybe you
I
should
I
turn
hold
into
my
a
hand
horse.
up. I hold my hand out for a high five towards Van with like the most, like, praise me. I did well. Look.
In your head, you would hear, "You cheated!" and followed by laughter.
I'm looking expectingly at Van.
Normally, animals or druids in their wild shape cannot speak to someone, but Brihik is telepathic. Oh!
But we can't
true.
talk back to him. He can only
can't-
talk to us.
You cannot talk back to me in your head. You can talk to me out
Yeah.
loud and I can hear you,
This-
but
This is like if your cat had telepathy and they stared at you all day saying food. But yes, I would look at Muffin, give the high five. Well, either way, maybe next time you'll turn into a horse.
she cheated. Don't
No.
put thoughts in her head.
She used 2 legs, you used 4. You had every advantage.
I don't. Yes, that was me
100%.
sticking. I'm sorry.
Muffin 100% has like the face of Dad just praised me. I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness. Like a solid, because I'm imagining Selena sitting there sipping tea, like the queen she is, like while this is happening.
I feel like Tess comes out of the ring looking like motion sick. Maybe next time the wolf gets the ring.
Oh,
Or
hi,
maybe you should
Sarah.
have let me have it.
So what? How? What did I do? Did I do good?
Yes, just a little rough with the speed, but
You want it back?
yes, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
I hand it back.
She takes it, puts it back on. She looks at Zelina. See how easy that is to give something back.
Oh, yes, it is really easy, but I did give it back to you.
Dude, you're gonna have to put like tripwires around your tent.
And like a solid 2 minutes later, you hear the clopping of horses as Hush's cart comes up at a leisurely, normal pace, because you guys just ran. So it's like now the car catches up.
Does it have enough room for all of us?
It would for the most part. It might be a little cramped.
I look to my group. Don't worry, guys. I can run alongside ya. I could use the workout.
Well, couldn't Mr. Brehik turn into a horse and carry you?
Could you?
I lift my head up as I am currently a direwolf.
A bear, you mean? Wait,
Well-
were you a direwolf?
No,
Actually,
yeah,
you could just ride him as a
well,
direwolf. He's big enough.
Mr.
I-
Brehik, could I ride
lower-
you?
I lower my head.
Phrasing,
on.
Muffin. Phrasing.
What do you mean?
Hmm.
Oh,
you
you're
the
dirty.
wolf the
General.
wolf gives you a look and says, "That was very inappropriate." In your head.
Well, it's right, aren't it? Isn't it?
Inappropriate.
Very dirty, General. Very dirty. And she looks at you disappointed.
We walk off.
Wow. Probably like sniffs himself like, I'm dirty. Well, let's get
I
going.
I want them to meet the siblings if they think Van is bad.
The Cardonals, of the 4 of us, I am the least problematic.
So do we
Yeah.
go on the road, Emily?
You set off onto the road leaving Ashen'Tar behind you.
Woo!
This is the map of the Crouzyan Empire. I have designed this map with players in mind. Each hexagon is 1 day's travel. You can even measure it. And it will show you 1 day's travel. Following the road to East Hollow, it will take you about 13 days. So almost 2 weeks on the road. Now, you can attempt to cut time in half by going through some of the more grasslands or like forest areas. However, with a very large cart like this, it will be difficult and will probably waste more time than if you were to just stick to the main road. The main road is also typically safer. On foot, it could be another story. But for this little escort, Hushed would be sticking to the main road.
Yeah, totally.
Sounds good.
For the note of it, I will use my Outlander background feat to make sure everybody has food.
Yeah, am I able to do also like sort of daily perception checks, like a little sonar?
Yeah, so the way travel will be working in this game, I do not plan. Okay, for those who are familiar with it, which I think is everyone except Xavier, I'm going to treat this game as if it were the campaign that we ran for Out of the Abyss. Essentially, travel is going to be with some light roleplay and very vague days of travel. I do not want this campaign to be bogged down with only travel, but it will give you guys the opportunity to talk and get along in roleplay. If there are things that you are wanting to do on the road, we'll go day by day. I will have you guys, as long as you stick to the roads, you do not need perception checks to get lost or navigate, essentially. If you're trying to take shortcuts, that could be a whole other issue.
All I know is every day Tessa's casting mage armor while we're traveling.
Very valid.
That's all. I know. Also, probably working with Lambert to on some talking. We gotta get that figured out at some point.
Question, dear.
Oh,
Yes.
I also have a part of that Outlander feature for my background that also lets me have excellent memory of maps and geography, and can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. How would you like to implement that into this for
Essentially, if you are taking shortcuts, if you're taking shortcuts that are going off of the road, I would give you advantage on the perceptions.
Would you allow it to be survival?
Survival is probably a better term for it. I'll take survival.
Okay, cool. Not that we're doing it.
Essentially, any check that I have you make to prevent getting lost, you would get perceptions, or you would get you'd get advantage on the check. If you are traveling back to a location that you have previously been to, I will say you do not need the checks, as long as you have been in that vicinity.
Alright.
So, for the first, let's say, 2 days of travel on the road, I guess going down the list here, describe to me some things you would be doing. We'll start with Van.
Holy crap. Foraging for food, cooking food, because I again have the chef feat. For the interim, our boy Brehik and Finn will be getting the treats unless otherwise stated each day. Probably just scouting the terrain around to make sure we don't really get ambushed heavily. Walking in nature, enjoying its breeze, ranger stuff.
Ranger stuff. Alright, Zelina, over the next 2 days, what would you be doing?
She would be playing one of her many musical instruments. Also keeping up with maintenance on them. But if they're closer to any forest or, grassy meadow, should be looking out for herbs that she would pick because she has an herbalism kit.
Alright. Roll me a survival, just to see if you find anything.
First roll of the game.
15.
First roll, I know, we're like, what, 2.5 hours into this?
Jesus.
Alright, 15. I will say, you can probably gather about 2 gold's worth of herbs. This isn't a super, it's more of a coastal, like you're coming from a coastal city, so you're not going to find like any of that deep foliage that you would use for, health potions and whatnot.
No, that is all I need. Thank you very much.
Right, Brehik.
Honestly, probably would draw a lot. Fuck off. Probably would draw a lot of the scenery, enjoy the trees. Every once in a while he would talk to one, and in the nights he would probably take long walks by himself.
Alright. Tessera.
Yeah, so Tess will probably, collect some pretty rocks if she finds them. And we'll also try to work with, Lambert a little bit to kind of, dump his little rock bag out. Let him come out to be like, alright, Lambert, we are adventurers now. That means it's time to get stronger and learn. We're gonna start with communication. Alright? She'll try to get him to start seeing if you can get him to mimic anything in a common or in oh my god, why are words escaping me right now?
You know what you should do?
In common or primordial. But yeah, what should I do?
You should make flashcards.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna start making flashcards for Lambert. As we should.
Yeah. I mean, you start trying to teach this little infant earth elemental how to do how to speak. For Muffin, what is Muffin wanting to do?
Muffin is sitting on top of the direwolf, doing her little sonar, the surrounding area. Occasionally, are there many fruit trees out and about?
Roll me a survival or nature check. I'll let you do either or.
They are the same. So, oh wait, no, they're not. Yeah, survival. Dude, I have such bad rolls. 9.
Oh.
But
there it is.
I'm going to do something that we do in our games. Chat.
So in our games, every player starts with inspiration at the beginning of session. I do it as a wonderful thank you because I love my players so much, and it's my thank you to them for showing up on time and for being good people.
And so, that 9 becomes a 22.
That is a 22? Yes, it is. Alright.
I know about you.
So you would find some apples, probably. Some like a lone wild apple tree. Like, it's not a domestic apple, so it wouldn't be like those waxy looking apples you would think. They're a lot more plump, with like a thicker skin.
Brehik just watches Muffin roll off him, and then just like skitter towards the apple tree, climb up it, grab one, skitter back, and plop back on. And she does that you know how you can snap apples, like, if you put your thumb in the right area?
Mm-hmm.
She does that and breaks it off a little bit more. She'll just go, "Alright, buddy, eat up."
Nom nom nom.
No, she's holding it to her chest. And if Brehik does turn around, you see a little fat mouse head or rat head pop out.
Oh, I will. The compelling need to unwild shape just to pet your rat, baby. Oh my god.
Yeah, so she's just feeding her rat.
Brehik got really excited. He was like, "Oh, that's for me!" And it's like, nope.
Wait,
I do have
even
another hat.
better.
Brehik.
wait a second.
You.
Are you being piloted like Ratatouille by this rat?
In your head, you would hear, "I will forego my piece of that apple if I can give that rat all the scrunches and pets and kisses later."
What do you say, Chomper? Do you want to be pet?
With all the love and respect in the world, Dylan, I am role-playing a dire wolf. Or a wolf. I am role-playing a baby earth elemental.
Yeah.
This rat is a rat.
Do you want me to roleplay
So
it?
he will
Do you want me to roleplay it?
It's not even a roleplay, it's a rat. So, he will happily take the apple and he will nibble away.
He's a big chonker. Can we at least show the art I found that I wanted to do?
Oh, I don't know if I added that.
That is fine. It's just such a big, fluffy boy.
I love him.
Well, is it art that we had done, or was it
It is not.
then
It
I
is
don't know if
not,
we
but I
can.
plan to 100% get you art.
I will share
but
privately with the
until
group
then-
because we're not going to be sharing art that we didn't get commissioned.
That's fair.
For stream and licensing's purpose, but in the future, who knows? We might get we might get Chomper commissioned.
Yeah, I might get
Yeah.
Chomper commissioned if Chomper becomes a thing.
I love Chopper. I'm gonna give him pets and scritches and kisses.
But yeah,
But yes.
that's what Muffin's doing.
All right. So on this road, is there anything you would like to do together or
Yes.
role play? Go for it.
Alright. At one point, probably the first or second night, if we're only a day or two in,
Yes.
there would be a point where Van would walk by to Sarah and say, "Now, knowing your disposition towards the minerals, you won't attempt to, I don't know, steal my arm while I'm asleep or anything, will you? Well, trancing."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It is a rock. His arm is a rock prosthetic.
I see kind of bullying She's like, wow. Well, your arm is a nice piece of stonework. No, I will not just steal it from you.
Oh, so you wouldn't feel any type of certain urges if I were to say, I don't know, and he pops it off? Would you just, like, leave it out here for tonight? You wouldn't go after it or anything, would you? It's safe.
He's like, yes, it's Samus. He's like, what are you He's like, is this supposed to be some kind of a test, or...
I don't know, are you the type to, not fail tests or take them seriously?
She's kind of like raising an eyebrow. She's like, I honestly, I don't plan to take your arm.
Okay, so if I just leave it right here, in clear view, and walk away as I am now, it'll be fine? Yes?
Leave it wherever you please.
Alright, okay. And he will go into his tent to trance.
What is this gaslighting? Like, don't
I
steal
know.
my prosthetic.
And then he leaves it there.
Alright, you leave your prosthetic stone arm within reach of Tessera. Tessera, do you do anything with this arm?
She's not gonna take it. She might, like, look at it, but she's not gonna actively take it.
Does she
How-
hear a voice in her head like, grab it?
How close? Is this gonna be like, what was the movie? Guardians of the Galaxies? I need his prosthetic leg. No?
She
Alright.
might get, like, a
You-
look at it. That's...
You just look at it, but like after a few minutes, you would feel eyes on you, and you'd look and you would see Drezel watching you very intently from like over to the side, like daring you to touch his arm.
It's like, just a drizzle. Am I allowed to look?
He huffs and like lowers his head down as if to be like, that's acceptable.
Continues to look at the rock arm.
It is a very gorgeous, gorgeously made arm. There are these very intricate, swirls and carvings within this arm that look like a very old elven design. Almost like it's something not of this plane, or a plane you would know. Like, it almost, because, your experience with the elemental planes. It is not something you would have found in the Earth elemental plane, but it still has this otherworldly air to it.
It's like, interesting. Because it's just like the first time she's getting, like, she's looked at it, but this is the first time she's getting, like, a better look at it, not on Van. Like, she seriously she seriously wouldn't touch it if you asked her not to, so. That's.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't touch it, after 4 hours of trancing, he would come back, raise an eyebrow seeing that it is undisturbed, and put it back on, look over at you and go, well, you have a bit more self-control than I thought you did. Good work. You get the treat today.
Oh my god!
I feel like I should be insulted.
Well, not really. I was just more or less playing a prank, but I thought it would be funny.
He'll take the treat, though.
Sorry, Bree Hicks, she will get your treat today. And today only.
That's okay.
Wow, today only.
Gosh, etiquette. Little to be found. It's amazing.
Listen, I'm from the Feywilds. We janky over there.
What?
Eventually, it will no longer be an excuse for our behavior, but for now... That was it.
Alright. else anyone would like to do over these 2 days?
Yeah, Muffin will go to Hushed. So, if we encounter anything on the road, are you gonna help us?
I will help the best I can. I'm not, equipped for long-term travel, but I can wield a dagger like the best of us.
Okay, so here, if you need to feel brave, okay, my friend used to tell me a bunch of quotes, and I like to remember them occasionally. Would you like me to give you one?
Sure, we've got a long journey ahead of us.
Okay, so just think of this when you're coming up against someone. A real hero is the person that fights scared people. She nods.
He looks so uncomfortable. And you see his gaze sort of dart to the others in the group, dart back to you, Muffin. Well, that is a saying.
Would you like another one?
I think I'm good today.
Okay.
As he is sweating. With this air of don't show them fear now.
We still haven't told her that they're...
Would you like to hold my rat? I hold out Chomper and he does like the rat like just this fat rat.
You hold on to him.
Nice.
He sounds like your friend.
He's a very nice rat.
I'm sure he is.
Okay, I'm gonna go jump on Brehik again. I roll off the cart.
Alright, careful. A little bit of dad energy of like, don't just jump off a moving cart.
That's all she wanted to do.
Yeah, and you would continue down this road. About 4 more days would pass. I lied, 5. Sorry, 5 days. There at the crossroads. 5 more days would pass as your group travels together, taking the time to talk, get to know each other, socialize. You would hear Hushed, who sits in the driver's seat, and he would say, I would make yourselves visible. We're coming up to an outpost.
Muffin starts waving her arms around.
Zelina will start playing music a little bit more louder.
Don't worry, it should just be a simple checkpoint. As your group gets closer, eventually, you would approach what looks like an outpost set in the middle of the road, acting as a sort of roadblock for those wishing to travel between territories. This outpost stands proudly against this backdrop of lush woodlands and flat grassland. Wooden walls, sort of weathered away, but well kept nonetheless. And a sense of eerie calm pervades the scene, with not a single sound filling the air. Sunlight would be filtering through the trees, and there's this unmistakable tension that hangs in the air, as if the very earth itself is holding its breath. There is a palpable absence of the usual hustle and bustle one might expect from this sort of military encampment.
Well, Mr.
Could
Hush.
we do a perception check or anything to see if we notice anything weird?
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna describe a few more things, and I will have all of you roll a perception.
Ah,
Cool.
well then I'll wait then.
Very quickly, obviously. You get this lingering sense of anticipation, and despite this like outward appearance of normalcy, there is a faint smell in the air that sort of lingers, subtle but unmistakable. A smell that some of you might be more acutely familiar with. It
Oh,
smells like
hell.
death.
Well, Mr.
Ah,
Hush,
hell.
is it always this quiet on this side of the road?
Apprehensively, he would say, "No, it's not. Something's wrong."
Well, everyone, look alive.
Yeah,
It's-
Muffin
wanna
sort of
make-
hops off Brihik and does her look around.
I probably wouldn't have used it today. For oh, hey, perfect.
Which day was this, by the way?
Total 7.
Alright, so then Brehik and Finn have the treats today.
Okay, and I ate it, definitely.
Yeah, me as well.
For those who can't see the screen, Finn rolled a natural 20 on their perception again.
Sure did.
And I rolled a 20. A soft 20.
A soft 20.
Soft like the
As
tender
I-
caress of a lover.
God.
Actually, I'm. No, fuck it. Oh, it's alright. Never mind. Was gonna do a thing, but decided against it. I should have done the damn thing. Stupid. Okay.
I am just adjusting something real quick.
Before we do move, while you're doing that, could I ask to stealth and climb this tree here to try to see over the wall?
Yes, you can climb the tree.
Alright. Mr. Drizzle's gonna stay by you. May I stealth as well?
Yes.
Neat. That's a 24.
Dang.
Alright. As you perceive and you climb this tree, you got 24 stealth man.
Mm-hmm.
For Zelina and Brehik, you can smell in the air the tainted atmosphere that is this outpost. Tess, you can feel just this disturbance in the earth, like something was desecrated here. Van, you're looking around and climbing this tree. You are well hidden, and you can kind of briefly see over this wooden wall. It just looks quiet and empty, which is very unnormal for an outpost, especially something of this size.
Is it also abnormal since we smell something and he can't pinpoint it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And with a nat 20, Finn, you notice cracks in the earth that grow bigger and bigger. And you see a bony hand shoot up from the earth and start clawing their way as an undead ambush falls on you, but you are not surprised because you passed.
Oh God.
Muffin is just
Oh,
like batting the arms of Zelina, like, Captain, Captain, Captain.
And
Yes,
the
what
front-
is it?
Uh-oh.
Pointing towards the undead.
Well,
And in the front row, you would see 4 skeletons crawl out, and in the back, a skeleton-looking horse with an undead rider in armor.
Oh.
oh no. I won't say anything, but I know exactly what that dude on the horse is. That's gonna be
I
fun.
would love
think
for
I
everyone
do
to roll me
too.
initiative.
First battle of the campaign.
I used that once in my campaign.
Natural
I-
1.
Well,
Oh, no!
God giveth and God taketh away.
Yeah, that is a spectrum on both sides.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing in the morning. Dagnabbit.
I have came up with a name for my bear.
Papa?
No.
Sorry, Poppy.
God
Stop
damn it.
I just have to give a shout out to Arnold Jack Skellington and his funky crew. Love that.
I know, I saw that spell off my shit.
It's great.
Alright. Bear with me, I'm just getting a few more things set up
Bear
on
with
the
you.
map here.
Damn it.
I'm doing my best. God
no,
damn it.
No, because
You're doing great. It's just the puns.
because of Brienne.
I'm aware.
We'll just pop out of the
You
You don't
ground
need to
going,
take that shit, Emily.
Leave me alone. That's a big square, Mr. Brehig.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
No, you didn't. I was just making a comment.
I'm thinking what I'm gonna do.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
I don't like how that one got a 19.
I don't like how that one got a 19 either. Fuck that guy in particular.
This is gonna be fun.
Which one got a
Well-
19? Ah,
The
The one in
second
front of
from
me.
the top. Yeah.
Alright.
Because normally I do a thing, but I forgot to say
oh,
it.
right. The
Yeah.
the
Gift of alacrity.
yeah.
Which is what she does every day, but I didn't say it, so therefore it doesn't happen.
It's okay if you didn't say it, I do know it's something that she does every day.
Oh, okay.
So I
well
could be
then
lenient and you would be good to do it.
Woo! So Van could use it if he would like to.
Oh, all right. Which is funny because I do remember you distinctly telling Van you weren't going to give it to him one of the days.
No, one day, but it's been 7 days.
Ah, gotcha. That is an extra D8, right?
Yes, for people who don't know.
Oh damn. 7.
Well, I got a 24
Yes.
now, so dang.
27. That is disgusting. How dare you? You
No.
go first instead.
No, 24.
Oh,
It was 17
a
plus
24.
7.
How dare you? Still go first now.
You said I was stealth, so they ambushed or slashed in. Did they watch me climb up here, or were they in the earth?
They did. So you are considered stealthed. They sensed you approaching, and they were going to ambush you, but you are no longer surprised because of Muffin's nat 20.
Gotcha. Well, then, as my my action, I will be shooting the important looking person, with an arrow. From
And
the
since you're still
Alright.
at disadvantage, isn't it?
yeah, which is a 22 to hit.
That does hit this undead soldier.
Nice. I will also do a favored foe on him to add a d4 to this damage. Oof. 7. Damn, that one.
Alright.
Let me put your little thing you asked us to do. In bonus action, I will do a short whistle, and Drizzle will go here to attack this one. And he runs 20 feet in a straight line.
All right.
Let me just get faster doing Drizzle's crap. It's a 24 to hit.
That hits the skeleton.
Skeleton. Alright.
Skeleton.
This plus 2 plus a d6. 9 plus a d6. 9 plus 3, 12. Damage.
It is almost down as he rips into this skeleton, pulling off pieces of flesh and discarded bone that's sort of like rotting away.
That is me. I'm up in the tree.
Yes, and from the tree you did. You reared back, you fired your arrow, it sailed and it hit that soldier on the horse. As the arrow hit his shoulder, you would hear him groan and he would speak.
Uh-oh.
As he points a sword forward, and you hear this soldier yell. If I can find his little quote thing. Yes, he adds it. He points it forward and says, "For the vile one, attack!" And like a soldier on a battlefield, these skeletons start swarming forward.
May I
Was
say
that in
something?
common?
Yes, it was.
May I say something from the tree?
Okay.
In Sylvan, and whether or not anybody speaks Sylvan, I guess is a thing, because I'm a special little boy. He would just
I
say,
do.
"Oh, nice. Well, why doesn't the undead stain just go away?" Like he's almost cursing to himself a little bit.
Yes, as this skeleton, not happy that your dog attacked him, raises his sword and swings down at Drizzle. Does a 16 hit your pupper?
That would be I believe a yes. I'm just double checking.
That one will die first. Got it.
Yes. His AC is 15 right now.
Alright, so he will, your pupper is unfortunately going to take 4 piercing damage as this skeleton, juts out its short sword and stabs your dog.
Dang.
That skeleton is now enemy 101 for the chat.
Yep.
Zelina.
Mm-hmm. Selena playing her good old liar. It's just, well, unfortunately, these undead abomination need to go. As she strings along and plays a lovely melody. And I give up one of my bardic inspirations as my bonus action to do Mantle of Inspiration.
Ooh.
So 5 creatures of my choice gain 5 temporary hit points and can immediately use their reaction to move. It does not provoke opportunity attacks if they're in combat. So I'm giving it to Drizzle,
Yeah.
Finn.
Yeah.
That gets rid
Brilliant.
of the temp from.
It does get rid of your 2 temps you
Yeah.
have, so you go to 5 instead of 2. But guess what? It's everyone but me. So Brig to Sarah and my brother Finn.
Well, I'm not going to use my reaction, but I'll take the temp.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Drizzle
gonna.
will also take the temp.
I'm gonna use my reaction, yeah, to get.
15, 20.
Drizzle will
Yeah.
100% take his reaction and he will go back. Is it half or equal to our movement?
It is your full movement.
Well, he's going to go
And-
right next to you then.
And then for my action,
Wahaha.
because, you know,
Smash shuffle over the board.
yes, that is what, the captain does. puts
Scramble.
her soldiers into position.
Yeah, Captain.
And then for her action, she is going to cast Bane.
Bane.
Oofta
So-
doofta.
Yes.
Alright.
So I need the dude who talked to us to make me a charisma save, and I need the two down here fighting Brig.
What is your DC?
My DC is 15.
Alright, so the soldier on the horse will pass with a 17.
I snap my fingers, and he will re-roll. As I cast
How do you do that?
Silver Barbs.
Ah, yes!
My favorite
Silver bar.
fucking-
Hey, it's a good one.
As I will re-roll, he got a 12.
Awesome. And
However,
the one... Oh,
The skeleton above Brehik got a 17. That's actually a nat 20 with -3.
oh, wow. Well, that's okay. I mean,
But the one
I want the
below
main, I want the main one to be.
Got 14.
Hey, he's also baned.
Who are you giving the the advantage to?
I am giving it to. Really gonna, who do I think is really gonna need it? I'm gonna give it to Finn. Finn's
Oh,
gonna,
thank you.
she's gonna need it.
Alright. Excellent. And was that your turn, my love?
I guess it was.
Yes, it was. Alright. This skeleton is baned. So it's going to get a -4 to this attack. Well, not -4, sorry, a -D4. As it will swing at Brehik with his short sword.
Is Brehik wild shaped at all, by the way?
Nope.
Because you were doing it while we were traveling.
I was gonna say I probably wouldn't have on this day, just to reserve stuff, but yeah.
Alright. Doesn't even matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway for the pain. Does a 3 hit you?
Oh, let me check my AC. No, it just missed.
As he swings down, and you probably are able to either dodge or like sidestep out of the way. These skeletons moving a bit lethargic. Being up close to them, Brehik, on your turn, I would like for you to make me an a perception check.
Absolutely.
Noise!
Woof.
24. All right. You would notice that these undead soldiers are wearing armor that bears the insignia of the Azarnian Federation.
Oh, those bastards. They are also, too, thought to be in cahoots with the... You know what? At rabbit hole, Brehik has his tinfoil hat on right now. They're emblems of that of the Azanian Empire.
Federation. They are not an empire.
Federation. My
If you
bad.
call them an empire, you will get punched in the face by an Azarnian.
I fucking wish an Azarnian would.
All right,
But
well,
yeah.
we're getting racy on us stream first time. All right.
But yeah.
Crozians don't like Azarnians.
Okay. Hold on, let me do it like this. Nope. Wrong way. I'm sorry. So, I assume it's my turn, yes?
Yes, it is.
Okie dokie. Brehik will pull out his stick, eat the marshmallow, and whirl it around in a circle as he will say, Unshas Java Jatav said hand, which in Sylvan would translates to force, guide my hand. As he does so, he will aim it, and an arc of green fire will burst forth from this. I am casting Fairy Fire. DC 15. I need these. Sorry, I was trying to do the description. I need them to make me some dexterity saving throws, please.
All right. We'll do the skeletons first, so that's 4 of them. DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 fails of the skeletons,
Fuck. Okay.
unfortunately.
Well, this one is Bane. Did you roll his?
Oh, I did
Oh,
not.
yeah. Ooh.
He failed. By
Ooh. Ooga dooga.
Right, thank you. Yeah, so actually 2 are very fired. The warhorse failed. I forgot that you guys are just nothing but debuffs.
What do you mean? DPS all the way.
And
Same here, man.
the soldier succeeded.
With the Bane?
He,
Oh, he is Bane too! I swear to
Does
God.
the Bane.
I hate everything he failed.
yeah.
He literally got a 15, and I was like, oh, beats it, and you're like, Bane! And I'm like, fuck! Yes, he is
Yes.
very fired as well.
Ah! And as I am munching on my marshmallow, I will use a bonus action to turn into Bronson, the brown bear.
Yeah.
Boom!
Technically.
Token ready for you.
Yeah! Technically, he is gray by color, but his description is a brown bear in D&D.
No, why did you do it yourself?
Oh shit, sorry.
You're good.
That's
No,
what you
I
need
freaked
to-
out because your initiative was on your.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you're good.
I forget. So typically, druids can't do this until higher levels, but I am the Circle of the Moon, so I can wild shape as a bonus action and go up as high right now as CR1. So I impose myself between these boys, and that will be my turn.
Yeah, because you're not overpowered at all. I'm
What
kidding.
you
I love you. Alright. This skeleton is going to swing at Muffin.
Bark, 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 bark.
Are you barking?
Yeah.
Why are you barking? Oh my goodness. Does a 6 hit you, Muffin?
Does not. Muffin's just like a little chihuahua. Just yep, yep.
As the undying soldier will move with his steed. He's going to charge at Muffin as he brandishes a spear and will
Quick
attack
question.
you twice. Yes.
Is fairy fire a stagnant thing? Like, do they have to stay in it for it to count?
No. Once it's
No
on them, it's
kids.
on them.
Okay.
Something you would note about this rider as he starts riding to you, there is almost this faint glow about him.
Oh.
He sheds bright light within a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Don't ask me why, they just illuminate. He will attack you twice.
With Bane.
With Bane. Alright, does a 14 hit you?
Oh.
Does a 23 hit you?
Maybe.
Alright. Muffin.
Yeah.
Are you a fiend or an undead?
Well, it's time to spoil it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
Alright, so you
unless
don't
you
take-
count a tiefling as a fiend.
That's fine. You take 10 piercing damage, and you don't take an additional
Ooh.
8 radiant damage.
Oof. 10. Ouchie.
He calls out after stabbing. Be gone, you foul byproducts of the Empire!
I'm not from the Empire!
But you're in it. Tessera.
Oh my goodness. Alright. So Tess is going to first but use a bonus action to cast Hex on the rider.
Alright. What does that look like?
I feel like her hex is kind of just like this energy that almost to whoever it's being put on feels like it's kind of like almost I kind of want to say almost like an extra bit of like gravity on them in a sense, like kind of holding them more to the earth a little bit, not like necessarily keeping them in place, but just a little extra strain on them.
Like a weight.
Yeah.
Alright, as you do hex them, because I don't believe there is a save for hex.
No, but what stat are you hexing to Sarah?
That is.
I will hex their I think their decks. Let's do their deck.
Alright.
And then as my action, we're going to Eldritch Blast. So from Tess comes this like energy that it almost looks like colorful gemstones shooting out towards them. And 25.
25 to hit.
25.
25 hits. You're attacking the rider, correct?
Correct.
It does hit.
That is 13 plus my 1d6 for heck. Why can I not? There it goes. Plus, so 4 more, so 17 damage.
Alright, and I did forget to mention, and this is on me, I didn't describe this. Van.
Yes, sir.
When your arrow hit the Undying Soldier,
Yeah.
its skin was strong, almost this harsh rubbery texture, and you would know that your non-magical arrow had a harder time piercing him than it should. Tessera, for your magical damage,
Mm-hmm.
how much total damage was that? I'm sorry, it was 13. 17?
Yep.
Yeah, as you blast this undying rider, and he sort of staggers, almost falling off his steed, but he reaches out a hand, he grabs the reins, he resets himself, and you see these undead, like, red eyes just shift to look at you. Like one of the automatons in Helldivers, just target locked.
Quick
What?
question.
Time to manage.
Casually moves back a little bit.
Quick question, Emily.
Yes.
Did that hex do more than it did usually? Because hex is necrotic.
It did not.
Okay.
Actually, oh my god, hold on. I did not read that correctly.
because I think I know what this is, like out of game.
No, you are correct. Holy cow! No, you. Thank you for actually saying that. It would have been the necrotic damage does a lot to this creature,
Oh.
as if he is vulnerable to such intense damage.
I thought you were gonna say they were resistant.
I thought so
I-
too.
Too
Or
much
but he's still
democracy all over this motherfucker's face.
Don't start saluting. Not on this.
I mean, we beat the automatons, so it's fine.
As he is staring Tessera down, you take a few steps back. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, this skeleton sees a giant bear. He saw, like, a little gnome, is now, like, triple his size as a bear. He's gonna swing at you.
Tell him I said bring it, bitch.
19.
That would do it.
Alright, you'll take 8 piercing damage
Okay.
as he just runs you through with his shoes.
Oh, I use my inspiration. Fuck me, dude.
Are you doing the con save from the bear? Because you used the
For the
bear.
fairy fire.
You do also technically use the bear's constitution, not yours.
Oh, cool. Hold on one sec. Then that might actually change things, bro. Bear. Tô pinching. Sorry, give me 2
You're good.
seconds. Oh, we have the same con.
As this skeleton runs you through with a short sword, you feel that concentration, you feel that hold on your magic start to slip, and that faint glow on your enemies starts to flicker and dissipate. Actually, that is true. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. Yes. So this glow would start to fade. Finn.
Did you see the glow on this guy faded?
All of them,
All of
because
them.
Briac lost
No.
concentration.
But it's okay. Your first attack has advantage because I
It
gave
does.
you.
I'm just figuring out my plan currently. You know what? I have an idea. I would like to attack this one in front of me with my advantage, unarmed.
Okay.
Alright, so that's 18, 23 to hit. And I do 7 damage, which it's a skeleton, which I mean is doubled, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So that is...
How do you one-shot punch a skeleton into a pile of bones?
How much health did it
Please.
have?
13.
I would like to cleave the 1 damage into the guy, if I
The
can.
guy or the horse?
Can I reach the guy with my unarmed strike?
I'll say yes.
Then yes, the guy.
How do you make this skeleton into a pile of bones and knock this undead rider off his horse as his body hits the ground and just dissipates in the dust?
Finn just like runs up to this guy, uses him as like a launch pad, puts all her weight and pushes off him, smashing the other guy off. And just for flavor, I'm gonna end up here. Like, I'll use my movement for it.
Alright.
And then, can I make a check, or would this be an action to see what kind of creature this horse is?
It is a skeletal horse.
Okay, so can I ascertain attacking with more unarmed would do good?
You can attempt it.
Alright, baby, let's do it!
I can't give you a yes or a no, but you can definitely always try.
No, absolutely. I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows. So, first attack, and these are all not at advantage. 14.
That hits.
Nice. 6 damage. Is it doubled?
You do watch as like the skeletons, you punch this warhorse, and some of its ribs and like internal bone structure starts to break and fall apart very easily.
And then I hit one more time. 11.
Does not hit.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that is my turn. Actually, and with my Kensei weapon out, I will go into a stance and do an agile parry, which gives me +2 to my AC until the start of my next turn.
Brilliant. Alright. This warhorse looks at you, Finn. And you watch as it rears back and slams its hooves down on top of you.
Boy,
Does a 17 hit.
not anymore.
Not anymore, as you use your weapon to parry its hooves away. You don't take 10 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I just use the sword to like knock the hooves out of the way.
Yes. As from up in the trees, Van, it is your turn.
Well, seeing as that one guy died, I'm not concentrating on that anymore. My boy Drizzle, as my bonus action, is going to be 5, 10, 15. Well, he's going to back up 1 and then go at this guy to get the 20.
Yes!
And he's going to flank with our good pal Finn over there and get that charge ability go off. Whoop whoop. 24 to hit. Dang.
Yeah, that hits. God.
He be smacking. What type
Max
of
damage.
This is slashing damage, so that is 12 plus 1, 13 slashing damage.
How does Drizzle rip apart this giant skeleton warhorse?
Oh, full on charge as it's not facing him. I almost feel like he Kool-Aid Man's rips and tears through the body.
Probably a little happy, holding like one of its ribs in its mouth. His tail's wagging a little bit. Like, yes, he's still in battle, but like he could chew on these bones later.
Yeah, and he'll move there, and I will shoot an arrow at this boy from up in the tree.
Arrow!
Sorry, excuse me. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing. Yeah, you fire your bow. What does that look like?
Well, if anybody has ever seen a longbow fire, that's what it looks like. No, I'm kidding.
I'm giving you the opportunity. I know. Everyone else.
I know. He, standing like perched on the branches, would probably shoot an arrow through the foliage into probably its spine. That was a lot of damage for a skeleton. Kind of shattering and cracking it a bit.
Wait, which one did you hit? Did you hit this one or this one?
This one.
This one.
The one that's
Okay.
next to this boy in case he wants to, like, cleave in
Cleave.
the rest of them. Yeah.
Alright. As this skeleton is going to swing at Dressel again.
Rude.
Rude.
14.
That would be a no.
As he goes to swing his sword, and Dressel catches it in its mouth and starts kind of doing like a tug of war, trying to pull it out of its hands. Zelina.
The one here fighting our good old Brig Bear. As I play my lyre, I will mock the skinless one
Yes.
with vicious mockery.
The skinless one. Which one? There's 3 skinless ones.
No, that's the one that was fighting in front of the brick bear.
Gotcha. That is a what save?
A
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Fun! I love it here. He got a 10.
He takes 4 points of psychic damage.
How do you kill a skeleton? By insulting its skin condition.
Just like I said, playing the lyrics. Well, quite frankly, the skinless one has no skin but just bones, and it just crumbles to death.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. It freezes up and with like a cry of pain just falls into a pile of bones.
And that's my turn.
Alright. This skeleton is going to swing a brick. Does a 12 hit you?
It does not, but did he use his bane?
I hate you! God, I hate this here. I'm looking at it too. I like said to myself, okay, this is Bane. I gotta remember this. A 10.
The 10 does not hit me.
Alright, yeah. This is just payback because I got your concentration off.
Yes, it goddamn is. Okay. I am gonna try to nom nom on this one. Actually, I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'll do the nom nom first.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit them?
That does hit.
Oh, Oakley to Oakley. I will do that much damage. 7.
7 piercing damage. As you grip this skeleton in your jaws, I'm imagining you're probably like throwing him around like a ragdoll a little bit.
Oh yeah. While it's in air, while I'm ragdolling it, I'm gonna swipe at him. Oh god damn!
Nat 20! Natural 20!
Okay.
As you swipe him out of the air. For max, I swear to God, that's actually not max, but god damn, yeah, you tell me how you killed the skeleton.
So Brick clamps down hard, and as he's like ragdolling, he with both hands, as he stands up, will grab this thing with the claws and just rip it in half. Prince to bones.
Nice.
And then
Alright.
he will growl at this one.
Finish it
Tessera.
off, Tessera.
Oh, Tess, are you there?
My bad. My bad. Alright, so she moves her hex to the skeleton as a bonus action. And as her action, we're gonna Eldritch Blast.
Shoot him in the knees.
Not even the knees, right in the chest.
Alright.
That's 14 to hit.
Does a 14 hit?
If it does, that's 11.
14 does hit. How do you obliterate
Yeah.
this skeleton?
Like I said, well, I just needed to roll the hex damage as well. I imagine her Eldritch Blast looking like I said, these like it's colorful like gemstones, and I imagine it again hits it right in the chest, and it kind of just explodes.
It just explodes into this pile of bones. And you would be out of initiative.
Hell yeah. You would hear a loud come up from Brehik. As he is standing on his two legs.
Well, that
Victory scream.
was not
Absolutely.
pleasant, but not really dangerous.
What did they say for the
Vile
stinky
one.
one?
No, vile one.
The...
Yeah?
Does anyone know what that means?
I don't know, DM. Does anyone know what that means?
You would hear in your head. Hold on, because this is actually. Brehik in your head would say, I think I have an idea.
In whose
It
head?
is in Van's.
Okay.
If Van, you can, if you would please translate for me.
Oh, it seems like the bear has an idea.
Oh,
It
Sit
is
on top of the
thought. Yes, mount me. Not in that way. Fuck you.
Oh
Mike.
my god!
Oh my god.
Goddamn.
Oh,
I
nice.
will say. I had to do it before he did it to me. I will say, it is thought that the Zonians teamed up with a nasty dragon, an ancient black one, a long time ago. He was called Andros the Vile. I'm sure you all know of the princess's death at its hands, yes?
He does like
we've heard about it.
the 50-50 hand, you know?
Mhm.
So was that Anna?
I just nods.
If these things were sporting the ranks of Azonia and speaking about something terrible, I have no doubt it has some connection with the ill happenings of what happened to the princess. Most believe that the Azonians plotted with this Andros the Vile to kill the princess and end the war, leading us into what some believe is going on as the Silent War.
You mentioned the Silent War,
Mhm.
and you would see Hushed wince a little when you say it. A little uncomfortable with the topic.
Yeah, it is a very uncomfortable topic. People try to keep it as hushed or stay away from it.
Wouldn't it be like big gossip if a dragon did help
Well,
out?
There's no way they can prove that the Azonians help, so it is kind of a topic of, well, politics and underhandedness in it. This is why many of our people dislike Azonians. That, amongst other things, says as you can probably taste a hint of personal.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if I've ever actually met an Azonian. But if they're killing princesses and working with evil black dragons, I guess it depends on the person from there.
Well, I mean, seeing these ranks and the skeleton, what name did he? I'm sorry, I know you said it, and this is gonna be your third time. What name did he say?
The Vile.
He just said the Vile. For the Vile one.
Yeah.
I say, seeing that this one had called out for the Vile and their ranks, it may not be as far-fetched as people might think it to be.
Is that dragon known for coordinating with Skellies?
Well, it is an ancient one. They are typically very smart, beyond normal mortal years.
Ushed will
DM.
interrupt
Oh.
and say, an ancient dead one.
Mm,
Yeah, I was going to ask DM. Like, did we all notice Hush make sort of a cringe?
A little
face?
bit, yeah. Not like
Can
he's not trying to
I-
be rude about it, but like he definitely is a little
Mm.
like on the topic. Brehik and Tess, who are a bit more like from the Empire, probably would understand why he reacts that way.
Well, since Muffin isn't, can I do a deeper check to see if he has a deeper connection than just?
Yeah, roll an insight.
That's a 10, unless anyone wants to help.
I would
mean-
say you could use my inspiration, pal, but
I'll
it's gone.
make my own check.
Do it.
Because I'm also not from here, and I believe that me and my sister both know of the Silent War, but like very, very little, correct?
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. Am I the only one who can cast guidance? Because I can't right now. I'm sorry. I can't help at all.
Don't matter. That's a 19.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
and before I jump to that, Zelina, the only thing left over from that Death Rider is a set of breastplate armor and a spear.
As they're doing the talking, I am taking both the breastplate and the spear and gonna put it in the chest that I have and wait till later I can identify it.
Yeah.
With a 10 muffin, you're not sure. You know, you might be able to assume like, he might have a personal thing with it. Like, you know, Brehik also seems to have a personal thing with it. But it's kind of little more difficult to gauge why he might. For Van, with a 19,
So,
you get the sense he's uncomfortable, maybe like how someone would like walk up to you on the street and be like, hey, so did you hear that the lizard people are planning to make a move? Like, to like overturn the government?
the Illuminati.
And that person kind of gives you this look like, yeah, sure. He kind of has that a little bit. Like, he's a lot more on the, it was a thing. Not a fan of Izarnians. But, you know, the death of the princess hit this land very hard. Like, it was a catastrophic event when that happened.
Interesting.
So just being a citizen of the Empire, he feels a certain way about the Silent War, or the rumors of the Silent War.
I would look over at Zelina. Well, seeing it, the people of this country's level of hatred for that country, I'd be careful selling that if that's what you're doing. Just, you know, brotherly advice, I guess.
So
Well, if it's
people might,
magical. Magical, we keep it. If it's not, it's not.
I mean, some might take that as a trophy, as a, you know, rub it in their face type. Or, I mean, it is an insignia. You could just smelt it off.
Hey, General,
Yep.
should we check the fort for survivors, or just keep on moving?
Well, that and supplies, if you guys want to do that. I was going to gather up all of these nasty bits and burn them so we don't have them coming back.
You should also probably gather up your arrows.
Already did. Got one left.
I'm gonna hang above, like, over so Brehik can see me. Hey, Chief, do you want to see if we can open these doors, or if they're locked?
You were just reading my mind, and he will walk over.
Alright, it is going to take a strength check of a
Can I
12
assist?
or higher to open
Come
these
on,
doors.
baby. Come on,
Can I assist
baby.
as a strong person?
Do you have proficiency in athletics?
No.
It's a not an athletics, it's just a straight strength.
Oh.
Yeah, can
Well.
I assist?
I think this will work better if you are not restraining my head.
As I'm pushing.
This
Try
might
again.
be
You
real
gotta,
quick.
you gotta assistance.
Yeah, so you can roll with advantage, Briak.
Everyone,
Oh, okay. Sorry,
it's,
I didn't know that.
it's probably a pull door.
Oh.
Oh, you can push it.
As I thump it, okay.
Yep.
We push the pool door.
As you feel these heavy doors, like they slowly, they are heavy, but they're not impossible to move, because again, these doors kind of open and close. It's more of a checkpoint than it is meant to like keep people out. So you are able to sort of move these doors, and you would see the entrance to this outpost on the other side.
Captain,
this
if
door
you
locked?
find any locked doors, I can probably try and pick them.
Well, so can I.
Wow.
The door is not locked.
Look at
You're
Hush.
so talented.
Look at Hush Tokyo Drift in his wagon.
I'm not turning this whole wagon. You're gonna leave it that way. You're gonna like it.
Oh my gosh.
I enter.
As you enter, you see this ramshackled outpost that has been mostly cleared of objects. You'd see discarded armor and weapons sort of littering about the floor.
Can
You would
Brihik fit
see-
this?
Huh?
Can Brihik fit in this?
Yes, you can.
Alright, cool. Let's go in, Brihik.
It's large. You would see a backpack on the floor, everything stolen out of it. A chest in the back that would have contained weapons or armor for the guards that were stationed here, completely cleaned out. Staircases that lead to the second floor of this outpost, which would kind of be, I guess you would call it like a parapet, like a watch post to see down the road. The stairs were completely destroyed. And you don't hear anything from above, but you would see a hatch that leads under the outpost, and there seems to be a iron lock on the hatch, and you hear people inside muttering, and you hear pounding on the other side of the door, and a voice says, Is someone there? Open up! Please, we require assistance.
I
Well,
would like
very
to
well.
inside check the voice.
I'll
Yeah.
fit his insight check, and I'm picking the lock.
How about a nat 1?
Oof.
You were like, oh my god, these poor people, we have to save them, they're probably dying.
Brihik, break open the lock!
Selena's.
As I already have the thieves' tools.
Yeah, the
going-
tool's out.
Yeah, roll me a Thief's Tool check, Selena.
A 6. I'm
Should
gonna
I
use
try?
my inspiration.
Go
Should I
Oh,
try?
another
6.
I.
Ah.
You know what? Don't worry. Stand aside.
Okay.
Can I swipe at this door?
You could try to break the lock. Or are you trying
Can
to break
I make
the
an
door?
attack at it? Yeah.
Are you
or-
attacking the door?
The lock.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack at the lock. It's a DC 10, but it does have a damage threshold.
Okay.
Well, you hit it.
And then.
Ooh!
The damage was 10, so yes. With
Hey.
your big bear claw, you swing down and you crack the lock open.
Mr. Brihik, maybe you should actually wait outside. They might not appreciate seeing a bear.
Well, I don't think I could fit through that hole. It's like way too small for him.
I open
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
door.
hop on down.
I just swing the door open. So does Briggs, swipes the lock open. Zelina just.
Yeah, you swing the door open. You can tell, it looks like from just a glance, it's a very small cellar where they would have put like rations or like different storage supplies that they wouldn't want like exposed to the outside too heavily.
Actually, Finn's gonna run outside and sort of shout out, General! Rock Queen! We found some people!
As you see like two guards scramble out followed by a third who seems to be the one helping them out. And of the three, one of them would stand out immensely because of their uniform. Dressed in crimson red plate mail with gold trimmings that decorate
Uh-oh.
the lining and the crest of the Ruby Guard on one of them.
Ooh.
The Ruby
I
Guard.
will.
That was the
The king's
Crozier?
personal guard.
Oh, the
Yep.
king's
The
personal
emperor's. The
guard.
emperor's.
Ooh.
Yes, the emperor's personal elite guardsman.
Well, when Finn shouted, I would say, "Well, give me just a minute. I'm still burning the bodies." Dear goodness.
Oh, damn!
Oh.
Zelina, down. Down.
Head's already in his chest.
Oh, he is wearing pants. I thought he legitimately wasn't wearing pants by the color of his pants.
Yes.
Holy crap.
It's something Zelina would immediately notice about this very attractive man. He is of Kimnia nature. He is from the Patriarch of Kimnia,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very unique color. A lot of the people from that region are tanner, more like bronze, like Amazonian looking. And yeah, this is, I guess Zelina wouldn't know this, but Brehik, anyone who's not from the Crouzyan Empire doesn't get into the Ruby Guard. So someone who looks like they're from the Patriarch of Kimnia to be a Ruby Guard, Brehik would immediately recognize this person from the news.
That's. Oh, hello there. He hears in his head. Sir.
As he kind of hauls himself out from the cellar, sees Zelina, he's like, "Oh, thank you very much for the help." Sees Brehik, a talking bear in his head. "Druid, nice, thank you so much for your help. It was, I was a little worried that we would start to run out of food."
Burst.
Oh,
I helped
you're very
too.
welcome. Yes, you did, Finn. But
Thank you.
look at this strong man right here.
God.
Tall glass of water.
Yeah, thank you. And you would see one guard looks horrified. They look like they've been through like a war. Their eyes are super glassy, dark circles under it. They kind of go and sit in a corner quietly.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Alright, I was just gonna describe as a second guard.
Oh.
Seems more preoccupied with the loss of their property and
Oh.
seems to be grumbling to himself about missing
Yeah.
weapons.
If I lost my shit, I'd be pretty pissed too. Excuse me, Mr. Braun. I take it, correct? From the Ruby God?
He looks surprised, like, "Oh, you know me," and then he like smiles. He's like, "Yes, sorry, Bronwick Gortez. Sorry, Bronwick Gortez. Pleasure to meet you all. Yes,
Oh,
that is, yes, I surprised you know of me, but what can I do for you? I mean, you've done a lot for me. Whew.
you know, I have a childhood friend whose name was also Brunwick. That's
Small
strange.
world.
Sorry, can you tell us anything about dead Izanian soldiers? Especially all the way out here in the Crouzyan Empire. That is very strange.
Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's sort of hard to explain. I was out here visiting the outpost. We heard a strange melody started playing.
I look to Luna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but we
so
all
you
look at
grab
Luna.
his arm. He doesn't look like he registers it. Like this man has a one brain cell, and currently it's on this conversation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
This strange melody had started to play. And everything got hazy. Next thing I knew, me and the other gods, we walked ourselves into the cellar. By the
Oh.
time we sort of came to, it was locked and we were trapped down there.
Oh, pudding.
Are you two the only guards at this post? This post?
The one nods, the other one again is like traumatized in the corner.
Oh. Can you sort of describe or hum this melody?
All three of them sort of look to each other. They shrug a little bit, not really sure if they remember. And Braun, thinking to himself, will say, it was, I think it was one person, with cold reptilian eyes. It's very, very blurry. I apologize.
I look to Brihik and Zelina to see if they know if that describes anyone.
Unfortunately, no, not to me. Unless I know what the melody sounded like, then I really can't pinpoint out what it would be.
Rock Queen, we could use you. You might know about these people.
What's going on?
Finn will describe what they've told. Does that sound like anyone you know?
I don't think so.
We'll ask Van when he comes back from burning.
Oh,
Yeah, it wouldn't take Van too long to burn everything, and if he wants to, he can start making his way over.
Yeah, totally. Eventually just
Alright,
come over, dust my hands off, give a nod to our boy here. Peek in.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll describe the same thing.
Would you mind doing it again for the peanut gallery? As I was not paying attention, I was burning bodies.
Yeah, so she describes. Does that sound like anyone you know? Reptilian eyes and all that?
Would it, Emily? Have I ran across somebody like that?
Probably not.
No, but if it was music, then it's more than likely the closest person here would be my dear sister's speciality, I would assume. Also leans in, looks at his sister, with just like a raised eyebrow, like, okay. She's like, she got over Ignoc real fast. Got it.
you don't
We're
say that
only
dirty name.
Oh, sorry. The man we shall not speak of.
we're only about was it 7 days, General, from a nearby town. If you guys want to go there to rest.
Ashen'Tar 7 days. East Hollow is insert number of days here that the DM will provide.
It would probably be
6 more days.
Yup, there we go.
Yeah.
It was 13 days there, and this is day 7.
Well, there's about 6
Okay,
days
well-
left.
We're heading there if you guys want to come with us to get out of, this place and sort of report.
Finally, at least the one guard will respond and say, we can't really leave our post.
Even to report what happened?
Bronwick will be the one to stay. He'll say, honestly, this does need to be reported, and I'll more than likely be the one filing the report. If you don't mind, I'd like to accompany you back to East Hollow at least for the foreseeable. I want to arrange with the mayor to send some supplies this way for them, and then I need to make my way to the capital and talk to the Emperor immediately about this.
Oh, that sounds rather drastic. Yes, they all, Izanian undead claiming something about the Vile One. Very, very dangerous stuff.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Brehik here said it might be a dragon.
Oh, no,
In his head, he would hear. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I think it was a dragon.
In his head, he would hear, yes, that is correct. I do believe that it might have something to do with Andros the Vile.
Yeah, sorry, General, that's all I meant. Like, where we weren't sure if the vile one they were talking about was the dragon.
Oh, here's the thing. You said it died. I mean, undead exists. Can't a dragon become undead or something?
Yep, I nod and say, absolutely. And were these things also not undead?
Well, that's what I just said.
Wait,
I know
so-
that's what I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Wait, so
He
can
looks
you just not
confused.
kill a dragon
No,
if it
you
becomes undead anyway?
you can, but I'm pretty sure there's like special stuff with it or something. They're not my expertise, but undead don't just become undead without some type of outside force or something.
No,
Ron will nod and say, you make a lot of excellent points. I know you're finishing your... You said, you're escorting someone to East Hollow?
Yes, hushed not. Renowned merchant. Still sitting on his cart over there.
What was he gonna do against undead? He had a dagger.
No, I know,
Guys,
but like he hasn't gotten off the cart since we dealt with it. is what I
No,
mean.
because he doesn't trust it. It's his
No,
supplies.
I know. He's not losing his supplies again.
He nods. Ron will nod and say, alright, if it's okay with you. I'd like to accompany you to East Hollow, and if, perhaps, you wanted to go with me to the capital to talk to the Emperor himself about this. You were the ones who were able to fight the undead off. I'm sure your first-hand experiences would have a lot more influence than my second-hand.
I give to Sarah a look, and in her head you hear, the Emperor. Because we're both from here.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. Oh, sorry, go on, Tessera.
She say, like, when she hears on her, she kind of will just, like, look to Brick and be like, like, yep.
What an honor.
Quick question, Mr. Flexi Pants. If we saw the Emperor, could we request something of him for, reporting?
Mr.
I-
Flexi Pants.
He does have a moment where he looks at his pants like, what? Okay. Sure. Yeah, very go with the flow. This man is very like, alright, I have flexi pants now.
Oh, I was more meaning because you're flexing, you got tight pants.
Oh my goodness.
It's definitely the goose.
Oh, are we talking about cake?
Stop it.
Oh
No,
my
stop
God.
now. God damn it.
Ron does have cake. He will say, it's a little audacious to request something from the Emperor, but I would depend what you would ask for. I mean, you saved a member of the Ruby God. If anything, I alone am in your debt, and I'll do what I can to help.
Oh, is nothing like wealth or anything like that? I'm looking for someone. Would that be something I could ask? Like if I'm
He
looking
gives you
for
like
someone?
the most wholesome, genuine smile that a man can make. He's like, of course, I'd be happy to help.
Are you still
actually.
inside, Van?
Yeah, he says, like, well, actually speaking, I'm also looking for two individuals. Any type of clues of their whereabouts? I don't know if we need to have a whole
That's
imperial
why I
degree
was
on it.
asking, General. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking, figuring we could. It might give us a good reason to go to the capital. If we could ask a big, figurehead like the Emperor.
Well, actually, how about this, Mr. Braunwick? Yes.
Braun.
All right, Braun. Have you seen two other Eladrins of a winter or summer variety in your travels?
He thinks for a minute. It's a little hard to pinpoint. Winter. There's one individual who looks a bit frosty now and then.
Mm-hmm.
More bluish skin, sort of looks like an elf, short black hair.
Mm.
Very into books and pastimes, and he like awkwardly rubs his neck when he
Oh.
says that.
Well, you know a one Archie Cardano, it sounds like. That does describe him rather well.
I think that might have been his name. I've only met him maybe twice in passing.
Well, is he at the capital?
Yes, he's working with the Archmage.
Well, he found himself a friend in the Archmage. Is the Archmage a female by any chance? That would potentially explain other things.
It's Madame Rikut.
Alright, yes,
The-
that does explain it.
the leader of the, what the hell is the name of the faction?
I like
The
to imagine that's
leader
what he
of
said.
the Arcane Society.
Oh,
For those who
boy.
also, this is the emblem of the Ruby guy, because I actually got emblems made.
Can you send in the chat how to spell the name of the lady?
Yes, I can.
But it seems Archie's doing a great job for himself.
Yes, I am very curious as to what he has been doing. Very much so.
Yvonne Rika.
Muffin holds her hand up. Have you seen a halfling older man traveling with two other halflings and a tiefling that looks just like me?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I've met a lot of halflings and tieflings in my time. They're a bit more common.
Well, I'll have to ask the Emperor then. Could I give you their names, and maybe you could keep an eye out?
He will reach into his back pocket and he pulls out like a little notebook, like an official book. And he will hand it to you and he says, write down the names of anyone that you're looking for. And I will do everything in my power to make sure that we as the Empire will find them.
Yeah, I'll write down the names of my parents and my 3 sisters. Would you like me to say what I'm writing for the chat?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so I will write my parents' names. So there is Angelo Thistlewood, which is my dad. And then I will write Ash as my mother. That is all she is called. And then finally, the children: Olive, the older sister; Bree, my twin sister; and Ginger, my younger sister.
Alright, is that it?
Yep.
No other names?
No.
Okay. He takes the
Wait.
notebook.
I'm so sorry. You're. Oh God, you're
I
so
was
smart.
so like, what? Where did that?
Your muffin has like a full-on like a brain attack. Wait. Okay, this guy you might know. He's awesome. He's like the best dude. Have you seen a guy named Garland around?
I'm afraid I don't know a Garland.
Aww. She looks so distraught. That as well. I put on Garland.
He
You
nods
know
with like a reassuring smile of like, have no fear, I'm here to help. Like, this man is so proud of what he does, and you can tell he takes pride in doing it correct and doing it well.
You'll know who Garland is because he has dark armor and he has a very big sword. Elber Vanagon, he's the one who gives me all the wonderful quotes I used.
Yes, which we still need to talk about the fact that I think you may have misheard them or something.
What do you mean?
Well, typically you don't say things like one murder isn't cool, but a bunch of murders is.
I'm just remembering what he told me.
If he did tell you that, then unfortunately, that's not necessarily a good thing. But we're going to give the benefit of the doubt and assume you are misremembering the quotes.
As Braun sort of like looks to Zelina. Are you still on his arm?
Oh yes, 100%.
It is rock solid.
She's feeling all up on it.
It feels like a tree.
You guys gonna be in danger for 6 days?
He will say, "Oh, anyways, I don't want to hold you up. Should we get going?"
Of course, yes, we can leave right now.
Can I pull aside Bron and I guess Selena, because Selina's attached? Do we think these guys are gonna be okay for 6 days?
That'll
Ron
be fine.
nods and will say, "The gods of the Empire. They'll fail just as well, and we'll be sending help back as soon as we can,
Alright.
along with reinforcements to relieve them of their post and give them probably a much-needed vacation."
Sounds good.
Yeah, and you would all file out into Hushed's wagon, load yourselves up on it, would start making your way to Ashen'Tar. Not Ashen'Tar, East Hollow. Damn.
East Hollow.
And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
I'm tempted to tune to any of these items if they are magical.
None of them would be magical.
Okay. Okay, that's the easiest way to find out if they're magical or not.
Oh god, yep. And then you get cursed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay being cursed.
We are on the ending screen.
Alright.
Have fun. Give us the outie outie McOutie, whatever it is.
The outros. So, I want to thank everyone who stuck around and got to watch us as we streamed our very first live episode. It meant the world to us. Honestly, we love your support. This has been more of a success than I could have imagined. Thank you, everyone who contributed. As a reminder, you will see today's VOD on Thursday. Following, if you want early access on Patreon, you can get it a day prior. Also, our podcast version comes out Thursday as well. Starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you join and support our Patreon, you can actually view the first 4 episodes of our prologue and maybe learn about the tavern we don't speak about, and learn about what happened in Ashen'Tar.
Yep.
So, thank you again for joining us for episode 1, and we will see you next Monday. Alright, bye!
Oh,
We're sorry.
And if you want to see your once per game shitty meme that I made in about 30 seconds, go to our Discord.
Yeah.
We do. We have a Discord. It's super fun. We post really shitty memes throughout the game. We're a fun community. Please join us. Join the hub, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Have a night,
Woo!
everyone. Ending now.
Bye.